we talking about Halloween already? Here's the thing I've learned, Zacula, in all the years of trying to do Halloween as a stream event, which is like it's the Vasco da Gamer video game computer show like extravaganza. It's the Christmas of streams for the community. It's their favorite. Um if I don't prepare early, I don't prepare at all. Financially recovered and double doubloons from last Halloween stream. I mean, I'll say that in this moment, I don't have plans for anything nearly on the scale of what I did last year. However, I would also have said that same thing at this time last year. I don't really I had intended to do, well, I'd considered something along the lines of name game, but like its execution came about suddenly. I just realized it was plausible for me to do it, and I think, God, was it like last year that I finished playing the Sam and Max series? Like I think that had been part of it because there's like so many names that get dropped in that like going into a game I had like recently played to like get a foundation for like a bunch of names made it seem more feasible. But like, dude, it sucked. It really sucked to do. It was a really bad idea. That's not true. It was a really good idea that I should have started doing a lot earlier if I wanted it to be done by last Halloween because it sucked. If you want to chill out a bit this year, I feel like you earned it. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? Like, um, I don't have like a super like interesting costume idea. My mom suggested one that is along the lines of something I'd considered doing in past years. That's like, I don't know. It's a little silly. I think people would like it. It's not maybe as exciting as that one character that I did last year. He's from that game, well, a series of games really that we play pretty much every time they make one, even though we know they're gonna be bad. If I heard his name, I'd remember it. You know the guy. You know the guy. He's like it's another like mystery game, but like he's not one of the main characters. He's sort of like a support guy. He's a crime scene investigator, right? Sean Connery from Zardoz costume. Dang, got it in one, Zach. Can you imagine? Like I feel like the closest I will probably ever come to doing that, unless I get huge somehow in the streamosphere and like am more incentivized to do slightly more embarrassing things.
Leonard Steak Charmer, huh?
No, it wasn't Leonard Steak Charmer. That's a good guess. Is the time I dressed as Luffy because like the first season of Netflix One Piece had come out and they made like a reasonably affordable costume that like looked pretty good, and I was like, there's never gonna be a better time for me to dress as a One Piece character than now. Um, and yeah, I mean, I've lost some weight since then. I think if I put that costume on, it still would look like a little. It's a little more revealing than I generally want. Jakey says the only thing I have planned for Halloween is celebrating my wedding anniversary. Is your wedding anniversary like the 31st? It's like Halloween proper. That's kind of fun. Go ahead and costume when. I feel like only you can try to answer that by finding the incentive that does not exist. I don't know if I'll leave any of that in. Whatever, it's fine. Holy land lovers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. Hi, hello, welcome. It's August now. It's August 1st, 2026. I'm not sure that I'm okay with that, if I can be perfectly candid with you. It's just there's like a lot going on this year. I don't know how you feel about it. Yesterday's stream was the end of July. I've been trying to make it a habit at the end of each month to sort of celebrate victories, and we talked about that a little bit yesterday. Toward the end of the stream, some people who were joining late pushed back a little bit on it, so I wanted to talk just like super briefly about it, because like it came about sort of as like an attempted countermeasure about being like overcome by despair at the start of this year, which was a real bad time. If you were around, you probably know that. Oh, Keen, welcome to the stream. Not ready for the year to be mostly over. Yeah, and yet the paradox is like I would love for it to be like 3 years from now or whatever. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. It's just yeah. It's been a complicated year. There's a lot going on above and below the line, which doesn't really mean anything, but it means something to me as a shorthand. Um, but like it's kind of an extension of something I've been like doing for myself for like a while now, to varying degrees. Like probably started doing it like 11 or 12 years ago. Is like I've always been something of a pessimist by nature, and I have a real natural tendency to fixate on bad things and things going wrong, and to probably a greater extent than the average person, like things you could qualify as bad luck. And I say this knowing full well that, like, just yesterday on the stream where I was trying to be positive, I was also talking about the run of bad luck I was having in Pokemon Champions. Side note, managed to get to Master Ball 4 today, which again isn't really that much of an accomplishment, but considering I normally only play 1 or 2 games per day and it's kind of difficult to achieve that without like a pretty good win streak, and I always make my own teams, which is self-induced suffering. It's something of an accomplishment, and I'm excited for that. But like I've found that I live a better, more fulfilled, happier life if I attempt to focus on the opposite of these things, the things that are going right, even if they're few and far between, even if they're, trifling victories, as one of my favorite games, which is also deeply depressing, Darkest Dungeon would put it. Um, and yeah, and the thing is that like the process is interesting because like if you are like me and you have a natural tendency to like focus on like what is bad and like find the cloud lining to the silver sky, it's I can't speak for you and say that it will work the same way for you, but like I find that I can apply the same like negative uh like aspect to being positive. Just like instead of like trying to find the worst case scenario, find like the least annoying thing. So you just sort of like apply it in reverse. It's done a lot of good for me, but like also, I think it's just good to celebrate things that are going well because like times are tough, man. Everything's expensive, and the lettuce gives you the serious runs, like a seriously bad run of the runs. Um, every day that gets us close to the end of the summer is fine with Zacula. I mean, I would really appreciate it if we could do something about like the endless heat. Now, granted, I moved from Southern California to Central Florida, so like at best a lateral move, except also humidity. But like, don't love the heat. I'm a kind of a husky guy by nature. Been working on that, but like I'm still kind of there. Did you see the horrific Power World TCG? No, I hadn't heard anything about that. Is it like also like AI generated? It sounds like a thing that'd be AI generated. If I find myself feeling negative, just take a deep breath and empty my brain. No bad thoughts, if no thoughts at all. I mean, I feel like you're maybe joking to some extent, but like there's something in there. I find it a lot harder to like force myself to do like a mental reset in the moment, which is like a thing, like a actual tool that I think therapists try to coach people, especially with like anger management to do, is to like stop and like literally count until it's like figuratively like part of your system to like respond this way. I find that really hard to do. But like if that works for you, that's awesome. It looks partially AI generated. The pals look exactly like Pokemon. More exactly like Pokemon than they did before, because like they went to court over that. And like, listen, I'm not opposed to Pal World because I'm like a Pokemon fanboy. Obviously, I like Pokemon. I'm like a Pokemon hipster, but like I don't know. Their designs like never. Most of the ones I saw, which probably isn't comprehensive, like just didn't seem super appealing to me. They didn't. like I've seen other people make like monster collector games and they've had some like good designs that I'm like, that's kind of neat. And I don't feel like I ever really came across that with anything I saw in Power World, but also just like the weird the like attempt to make it kind of grittier and like add guns and stuff. It just like it's not really what I want from that kind of game. Like I'm glad that other people like it, and it's probably good that there's some direct competition for Pokemon because I'm gonna be honest, I do feel like at least with the main games, like I feel like they've been resting on their laurels for like years now. Like I like have a grudge against Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet was like mid. I don't think I disliked it as much as some people did, but like yeah, like obviously it didn't. It's funny. I played like 10 minutes of Pokemon Violet recently to like get a Pokemon to send to Pokemon Champions. And like it was the first time I think I'd ever played it since I got the Switch 2. And there's such a profound like difference in the way it runs. It was like shocking. It was like really disorienting. Set Beast might be more your style. Keen, have you mentioned that one before? The name is familiar. I can't remember from where. What source that came from. Christopher says, mindfulness really helped me with that. At least with long-standing anger things. Still blow up on something. I mean, like, listen, if it's a thing you struggle with, like, you gotta give yourself grace that, like, every now and then, like, something is gonna be, like, especially if something's, like, deliberately annoying, it's, like, really hard for me to not get, like, upset about it. But like, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of the things I've been working on are like mindfulness strategies. I've never really gone through like a proper course or anything. Zachary says his partner became obsessed with Power World recently. All I know is you can catch people in the balls. I don't even think you could do that in the first one. Or well, I guess it's technically the same game in full release now, right? Like Power World was in early release, and then there was the lawsuit that kind of like hung them up for a while. And I think recently they did like full release, if I understand correctly. I'm not sure if that's true. But like I don't think you could catch people before, could you? It's weird. Checked out the Finch app. No, I don't think I've heard of the Finch app. So you were one of the folks that really likes Arceus and hoping they would continue in that style. No. Fun fact about me. I was really, really resistant to Pokemon Arceus when it came out. Right? So much so that my sister accused me point blank of just like I forget exactly how she put it. I don't think she said the words, well, you just are being difficult. I think she said something like, you just want to not like it or something. And like, listen, you know I love to hate things, but like I promise you that isn't the case. It's just the thing is simply that they made a bunch of strong choices when they made Arceus, and they're like all things I strongly dislike. They're like, why don't we add crafting to Pokemon? Why don't we like do a really confusing historical time jump to a time period that's not like very synergistic with the Pokemon world and raises a lot of logistical questions about how the Pokemon world that we've established exists in its current state. Why don't we give the protagonist a magical cell phone where God talks to them? I'm like, I hate all of this. Could we not do any of it? And then in addition, like, here's the thing. Like, no joke, again, like not trying to be a Pokemon fanboy or be hyperbolic. I legitimately think that the classic Pokemon RPG interface for their video games is maybe the greatest like RPG system ever made. Like it's extremely easy to learn but has an incredible amount of complexity that allows for like really interesting things to happen all the time. Like it's really hard for me to conceive of something that is more successful at what it's trying to do than that. And I just think it's neat. But like so both Arceus and Pokemon ZA, which I'm more amenable to because it like takes place in like established canon, and as a result, like a lot of the things it does just inherently make more sense and aren't as annoying to me. Even that, like, I enjoyed it, but like the more I played of it, the more like annoyed I got about like the real-time interface. Like I just want to be playing regular Pokemon. Like I like it for a reason. Um and listen, to be clear, I was like a top level. I was like an Angus McBain level hater for Arceus when it came out because it was doing so many things I didn't like, and I did legitimately give it a chance and played it, and I liked it more than I expected to. But I still, to me, it's still like vastly inferior to the other games for the most part. Like its environments were pretty good, but like most of the other things, I just felt, for me, the other games did better. But Hisuian Pokemon are adorable. The new Pokemon designs are fire. Like I love other than I will say the Hisuian Decidueye is like not it for me because I love the original design and the new one is just like not as good. But like I like Hisuian Samurott and Typhlosion and Arcanine, and I love that they finally gave Teddy Ursa like a third stage evolution, and it rules. And technically, there's two of them, and they both rule in different ways. Like I'm all for all of that. Um, you could catch people in the original Pal World. I don't remember that being. One of my friends like showed me like a bunch of stuff they were doing in Pal World, like maybe a couple months after like it first went into early access, and like they were into it for a while. Exactly says, I lied. I know one other thing about Pal World. It's super obvious some of those pals are furry bait. I mean, listen, just to demonstrate I'm not solely a Pokemon fanboy. Pokemon also same. uh Ahoy Sarah, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 5 stream streak. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for hanging out. I was reflecting a little bit because like I feel like maybe I hadn't made it clear to people why I've like tried to do the monthly celebration of victories, which probably deserves some like interesting or catchy name I haven't thought of yet. Um Oh, I also promised you I'd talk about the cats. It's not super interesting necessarily. It's mainly just one anecdote that occurred yesterday that was fun. I will make a note of this for the record. Things are a little ambiguous still at this time, so like I don't want to like go overboard and incite a panic. There was at some point a large number of the cats have gone missing. I suspect that my best guess is that when the cat who was getting extremely pregnant, um, like I don't know if someone just like saw like an explosion of cats somewhere and was like, "Oh no, I'm going to call like animal services or something." So like there are a bunch of them that like are not accounted for some time. There are still, however, cats around. It's interesting that it's like a different subset of them have been hanging out since that happened. Since when does backwards colon D make colon D? I mean, neither. Oh, I guess on your end is changing them. In my dedicated chat window, it's not doing that. I find that weird. There are things that do that, and I'm like, those have very different connotations. Because colon D is like yay, and like D colon is like horror. So like I don't know, man. Um, but so that being said, there's like a different cast of characters who are like hanging out around my house that have been doing so recently. Two of them are all black cats that have like different features to them that I can tell apart really easily, surprisingly. One of those is a cat that I call Monkey D. Floofy, mostly because it's an extremely floofy cat, much floofier than all the other ones. Um, and there's also a like a ginger like a orange cat that like doesn't show up super often, but is like a very photogenic cat that like sometimes hangs out. This is gonna look like garbage. Maybe someone can remind me to like put it on the Discord later. And the problem is that like I had to take this photo really quickly, so I took it through like one of the window screens in my house. So like there's just like a grid over top of it. But the other day, for the first time I saw the ginger cat interact with one of the black cats. And I'm pretty sure it was Monkey D. Floofy was the black cat here in question. The her I honestly don't know if Floofy is a boy cat or girl cat. Some of them it's really obvious, some of them it's not, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But like her distinguishing features, her very floofy tail that like none of the other cats locally have. But like there was a weird moment where like Floofy was like walking through my backyard, and like maybe like a foot and a half behind them was the ginger cat, and like Floofy was just like completely unaware that she was being stalked like a cartoon character. And then like I don't know if there was like a rustling or the wind or something, but like Floofy turned their head and like sees the ginger cat and freaks out, and then just like bolts like crazy, and the ginger cat followed like directly behind. And this is moments before a disaster. This is like it was like so close. I'm glad I got a photo like right before it happened. This might have been like moments before Floofy turned around. I just thought that was really funny because as I described this to my mom earlier, that's some like Pepe Le Pew nonsense of just like you can almost hear the delicate piano keys that play when like a cartoon character is like sneaking. Like that's what I feel like was going on before the cat chase nonsense. But if it makes anyone feel any better, I do also have a photo. This was probably like somewhere between like 15 and 30 minutes later in like a different part of the yard. They're hanging out, just looking at each other. They were chill. No animosity. I only had one more order of business. I didn't have like a big thing to talk about today. I had several small things. Unless anyone else has something else to some other horrifying revelation about Pal World or something. I will simply ask you this question, and you can answer in whatever way you would like. Do you want to see what came in the mail today? I don't know if it will interest you, but it might, and I will show you if you'd like. Okay, I got a couple yeses. When you say it this way, yes. Okay, fair enough. That's good. I kind of figured I'd get more janky responses of that kind. So I don't know if any of you recognize what a box like this means, because I don't think I would. Very exciting. I should have given more thought as to where that would go. It's the new One Piece Lego released today, and somehow they got it to me the same day, which is weird to me largely just because I did pre-order it, but they sent me an email last night being like, oh, we're so sorry, there's so many people who wanted our cool Lego pirate ship, it's gonna take a while. And then it just showed up. How many pieces? It is 1,705 pieces. This is either the biggest or the second biggest set from this year. This is the second wave. I have the Going Merry, which is the Straw Hat cruise ship from the first wave. I think the castle set might be bigger than this. They go to like this winter castle in season 2. How many minifigures do you get? What a wonderful question, Keen. Because that, to me, it's one of the big draws of the set. I mean, obviously, the cool marine pirate ship rules. It's very good. But, I think this is comprehensive. I like that they've taken to doing this, by the way. If you're not, like, a big Lego head, like, the minifigs that are, like, unique characters are a big draw for a lot of people. I tend to like them. And they've started sort of just, like, displaying in the corner what all the figures are, which is really cool. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is pretty good. And like some of these are characters who were technically released in like the big huge set from last year that I like neither have space to display nor do I care to buy the super expensive like restaurant pirate ship fish set. It's a cool set piece. It's just enormous, and like, sets like this are more interesting to me. This is also the only set that has Miss All Sunday in it, which is a really cool character that is introduced in season 2. And I don't want to say too much about that because there may be spoilers about the importance of some of these characters, but that was a character that I really wanted to get. And also like it just comes with like a some neat little like set pieces. It technically has like a tiny Town set to it in addition to the ship, which is really cool. Um, I've been jazzed. Like, I think they announced these sets around like Easter. I know I was like at my parents' house, and I was like obsessed with them. Like, normally I'm like really good about like not being on my phone when I'm like in a social situation. But like when that got announced, I was just like looking over all the sets and like agonizing over the details, and my mom sort of like noticed. I'm like, they revealed the Lego. I need to like know about it. Seen One Piece abridged. So have you seen Code MENT, also by Purple Eyes WTF? He is a master of the genre, I feel. It's a shame that we don't have more content from him. I feel like he maybe went the way of Noah Antweiler, who I was discussing yesterday. I'm gonna get the new Architect set. Wait, what? Is Architect like a line of sets, or what does that refer to? A lot of very reasonable guesses. I wasn't sure if anyone would be interested in the Lego, but it's a big deal to me. Like, I really like the One Piece Lego. I mean, so far they've had like a cool pirate ship every year, which I don't think they'll. I think if we get to Thriller Bark, they'll have to make a Thriller Bark set, right? And it's gonna be like a nightmare. It'll be like a bajillion pieces, and it will be like it will suck to try and like put it anywhere. Lego's too expensive. I mean, legitimately, it is. So many things are, but like, yikes. Which says I was at my local Target today and was amazed at the expanded selection for Lego. I mean, it's no joke. I mean, like, the interesting thing about Lego is like, I complain about the Fortnitification of Magic the Gathering. We were talking a little bit last night about like Hasbro apparently moving to do that with Dungeons and Dragons, but like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Lego supports it better because it's all about like creatively expressing something. Like, it's all about like display and adaptation. I don't know. Did you see the new MTG set? Do you mean the Hobbit set that I think is now fully spoiled? Is there still a line of non-branded Lego sets? There's like a couple. It depends on how you define that. Like, Lego has a few lines still, I think, of like their own intellectual property. There's like the city line, which like I think they may have their own like characters for that, or maybe it's just like things that sort of like exist in a city. I'm not like 100% sure how it works, but like they definitely have things that aren't like, cross promotional intellectual properties. Seen like a card from the Hobbit set and was unenthused. It seems like they deliberately powered this set down a good amount. I'm not sure how people will ultimately react to that. They pushed the last Lord of the Rings set really hard, and I guess if you were gonna have one of them be a lower power level, you'd do it for the Hobbit. It doesn't look bad to me, but like I'm not super excited about it, but I'm also like not really the target audience if we're being real. Also, hi, Neko. Yeah, I think you came in like right when I put the ship. You want to see these got released today. August 1st was the I think they also officially released the like pre-ordered Pokemon Lego sets. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't currently like any of the Pokemon Lego sets. I don't know if this is a hot take, but like they're kind of like opposable models made out of Lego, which is cool for someone, but like I feel like if I wanted something like that, I'd probably just get a plush of that Pokemon instead. Like it's not, that's not my bag, baby. Yeah, I'd agree with that too. Neko says, uh, I prefer a playset of little guys. Yeah, even something like that. They did have some like Pokemon like Polly Pocket style things back in the day. I had at least one of. And I don't know if they like still make those, but like those are kind of neat. Um, unbanned faithless looting, and I'll consider playing Magic again. I mean, what format do you want to play? I think they're, well, I don't know. Actually, at this point, it might just be like Commander, but you could play Commander. Have you seen the Yanabaga Pokemon cards? Oh, is that new additions to your collection, Jakey? Did you build a One Piece? I haven't built it yet because it just showed up. I never built the last. To discuss it briefly, there was a point last year, like almost exactly a year ago, where like I was considering trying to like build the Lego Going Merry on stream, and I've had so many like technical issues, and I really feel like my current computer, the Rising Tide, is like on its last leg. Like I probably need to replace it at some point in the next year, maybe sooner rather than later. And I don't think I can get it to support like an additional camera to do like overhead like view that would be necessary for that to be a remotely interesting stream. And at the time, like basically what ended up happening is like I was gonna try and do it for like Talk Like a Pirate Day, which is like mid-September, for those who don't already have that on their calendar. But like it just didn't work out. And then like around that same time, I had the realization that I wanted to do the name game, which, as discussed earlier in the same stream, like it was a nightmare to do. And I just like didn't give myself enough time to do it, and I just spent like almost all of my free time for like an entire calendar month in 2025 just like getting that to work. Wait, did they not ban?
Trixie the giraffe neck girl from Scranton.
It being banned in Modern. Did ban it in Pioneer. So, Pioneer is gradually getting more popular. I don't know. Magic formats are kind of a mess now because like mostly they all make people upset. None of them are good. I miss what the actual I saw that someone triggered name game. What did we get? Now I think that covers all
Zombie
the
Abraham Lincoln.
Was there anything else that needed to be discussed today before we get going? I don't think so.
It's past Max in a time-traveling elevator.
I really wish I had Max in a time-traveling elevator. Trixie, of course.
His name is Vivia Twilight.
No. Earlier I was trying to think of, does anyone remember the name of the character I dressed as last year? He's kind of a minor character, but we all know him, right? But listen, all that being said, it's time for trains.
Which Fubuki Clockford,
the
heiress to the famous Clockford family.
I have to put on my conductor hat that's themed after a Disney train ride. Also, it has the stripes on it that make cameras furious. We should discuss how cool Angine de Poitrine is. Okay, what, who'd that be? Just shake your head repeatedly. I mean, listen, no. Okay, so order of operation. No, you know what? Change over first. Okay, so I muted this before so we could talk, and now I'm gonna do this again for people who came in late. I figured there's no like straight up mute button for this game. These are, by the way, these are the volume settings. At 100, obviously, you will no longer have a sense of hearing. So, like, don't do that. So I have this mixed for like master at 100 and like everything else at 30 or below, and I think that's good. You let me know. But like because there's no mute, I was like, I'm just gonna turn it down. But if you turn it up or down, each increment makes like a cash register noise for some reason. So it sounds like this. But if you do it rapidly, it's really funny. It kind of sounds like you're like selling a bunch of resources in an auto battler. Okay, so what are we playing? We're playing Locomotive. What is that? Well, fun story is that some of you may already have some amount of familiarity with this game. It is kind of satisfying, right? Like, I don't hate it. Like, if I really hated it, I think you would know that. But I just think it's odd. You might like it, you might not. I think it's a little fun. Many of you watch my sister's stream. She's Funny Godmother on Twitch. And this game was in the collection of games that she was playing on her stream. I believe this was part of her BAFTA judge review. And what was funny about it is that, like, this was already a game I had seen in some context, like, around the same time that she played, she played, like, an hour or two or something like that on stream one time. And it was, like, shortly after I'd heard about it, and I think I'd already, like, put it on my wish list, because I'm like, it's an adventure game about trains! And I went back and watched the trailer, like, yesterday before, like, downloading it again. I was like, oh, wait, this does look sick. Like, the animation, like, kind of reminds me of one of my favorite adventure games of all time, The Day of the Tentacle. Like, that's a great sign. But so, like, my sister played a little bit on this, on stream. There was some, it happened to coincide with something important that I had to do. And it worked out really funny because I was like, I don't know if I want part of this game spoiled for me. But I was like either like doing like tax paperwork or like editing a stream I couldn't get to at a different time. There was like something I had to do on my computer and was like fully locked in on it. And then I like finished that up and went back to my sister's stream and she was like, well, that's it for Locomotive. I have to try a different game on my BAFTA list.
The Japanese Nizablaw's branch.
And so like somehow just like really specifically, I managed to see none of my sister stream this. But if you watch my sister stream, then you may already have seen probably like a little bit of the start of this game. So you may know a little bit more about it than me. What I know is that basically someone dies on a train and you kind of have to figure out what happened. It's a murder mystery on a train. I guess I have some other sense about like the setting and stuff, but I don't know that going into that in any detail is more beneficial to us than simply starting a new game. I forget I think I mentioned this at the very start of the stream, but just in case people have skipped ahead to this chapter, just want to mention that moderator and community fixture Demolition in chat gifted me this for my birthday, and it's very cool. Thank you for that. Taylor's welcome. I think whoever did the crime covered their tracks really well. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Robust Games presents. Techno says, I don't think I've ever watched your sister's stream. I know I'm following her, but she streams at a weird time for me. I think I'm asleep. I mean, that makes sense what I know on your schedule. Demolition, thank you for gifting 3 months of tier 1 sub to Jatillers. Thank you so much.
All right, chop chop. Let's begin, shall we?
Did you know there's a TV show about Day of the Tentacle? We need to talk about this. Are you sure that's right? There's a Maniac Mansion show that has, like, nothing to do with Maniac Mansion.
Coming, Lady Unterwald.
Okay, this is gonna drive me crazy and I have to talk about this too.
Thank you all for coming.
But it's a cutscene.
You know me as the aging heiress of the Waldbahn Empire. But there comes a day for everyone when you know your time is up. I've long desired to leave my legacy in good hands, and after much deliberation...
Woo.
It looks like we're approaching a tunnel, ma'am.
Ugh.
How convenient.
I do hope it's one of mine.
Be quiet, you idiots! We don't have all day. Ahem! after much deliberation, it's my desire that the Unterwald estate be passed over in its entirety to...
Castle...
Heavens above!
I think I was painting a portrait of her, and I feel like he's more upset that the portrait isn't accurate anymore.
Be a flesh wound.
You're telling us that's how it happened, Arthur?
This stinks, Bailey.
I don't love that either,
It's
Jakey.
got the unmistakable musk of guilt.
Careful, Lamont. We're dealing with a lawyer here.
Arthur Ackerman, attorney at law.
Listen, Arthur. You're accused
We're
of
not that many
murdering your
minutes in
own
and we're not on a
client.
train.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Okay, so first off, Jakey confirms, yes, they're talking about the Maniac Mansion show. I mean, definitely tangentially related to Day of the Tentacle, since Day of the Tentacle is a sequel to Maniac Mansion, but it really kind of stands on its own. There's some overlapping characters, but there's like... the way they interact with each other really doesn't make it seem like a continuous story. If you... The theme song to Maniac Mansion is like one of the wildest like TV theme songs of all time. First, I can't understand how a Maniac Mansion show got made. It really doesn't make any sense. But then you like watch the like intro that you could still find on YouTube and you're just like, what? Like, if you were to hazard a guess as to what you think the video game Maniac Mansion was about based on the title, you'd probably be in the ballpark. It's not extremely dissimilar to what you probably think of. And then, like, the theme song to the Maniac Mansion TV show is this, like, really soft ballad that sounds like it would be fitting of, like, some really, like, quaint, like... It's almost closest to, like, the Seventh Heaven theme song. It just makes no sense. The other thing I wanted to mention is that this guy, who seems to be our player character... he has a voice that, to me, sounds really similar to Pewter from Somnium Files, and I looked it up, and it's not him, and it's gonna bother me forever. Like, yikes. Still trying to wrap my head around the fact that Lidsville is really real. I mean, in what way, Zacula? I showed you the theme song of the genuinely real TV show that existed on the same Earth that you live on. Okay, I have a dialogue choice. It may be worth noting that the menu has like a bunch of weird options for like text stuff that we may have to revisit over time. I turned like shake onto minimal, and I guess that was like when Lady Unterwald was talking, like the letters were wibbling around. Do we need that? Should we just turn that off? I don't know that that's doing like a lot to help us out. There was also like one other like type of text that I had no context for what it was, and it was like small, medium, large, and I'm like, I don't know, medium? I just find the show troubling, like everything about it. Also same, and that's why I became morbidly obsessed with it. Sid and Marty Krofft are themselves a nightmare. Okay, here are our dialogue options. Ready? We're playing the video game now. It's like 40 minutes into the stream and we're playing for real. My hands are clean. I didn't kill Lady Unterwald. I am an estate lawyer. My clients have to pass on eventually. That sounds like a bad choice. I don't like that one. I'm warning you, I'm an ugly crier. I believe I'm entitled to a phone call. I mean, I feel like if we were a serious lawyer, we'd probably go for 4. So maybe we just do that?
I believe I'm entitled to a phone call.
Don't you try and wiggle out of this one with your fancy lawyer talk.
There you are, Mr. Ackerman.
Kid, are you blind? We're trying to create an atmosphere here.
Just thought I'd check if our guest needs anything.
That's
A
not how the
suspect,
interrogation
Jimmy.
works.
And we're in the middle of an interview.
Oh, how exciting! I hope you land the job, Mr. Ackerman. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what an interview is.
Perhaps I can get a coffee for our interviewee.
No.
I think this guy might not have a job in 10 minutes.
Get out, kid.
He seems nice.
That damn coffee boy's thrown off the whole vibe. It's not as simple as it looks, you know.
Remember the exercises, Samont.
Exercises?
I am confident. I have value. He was about to crack. I could feel it.
I wasn't.
Stay there, Arthur.
Sure thing. I'll be right here when you get back.
He didn't say not or psych, so this game wasn't actually made in the 90s. Hello?
Looks like I'm chained to the desk.
I feel like you'd be aware of that.
A common criminal?
I feel like it's pretty hard not to be aware of how chained to the desk you are. Zachary says, I'd kill for a coffee right now. No coffee shops open at 9:47 p.m. I don't really drink coffee. I feel like you should be able to get it somewhere. But yeah, I suppose a proper coffee shop, not so much, right? Click to move him in any direction, huh?
I know things look bad, but I'm not rooting through trash just yet.
Does anyone else hear it? He's like, it's obviously not him because I've looked it up and verified it, but he sounds a lot like Pewter to me. I don't know why I presume my chest is the inventory. I feel like it was still like pulsing until a moment ago. Hold down tab, I guess. Is that right? Yes, that's tab. I mean, presumably the giant glittering key is a good first step, right?
I now regret never memorizing anyone's phone number.
He's way ahead of his time considering that's a rotary phone and he still hasn't memorized a phone number. It's like a comically... Oh, I guess that's a...
I bet those keys
umbrella
would unlock
there?
these shackles.
How about you get them?
I wonder if they'd unlock these... Oh, if only my arms were longer.
See, that feels like the response I want on left click, but that's fine. Let me read this plaque.
Third place runner-up. Most Improved Policing Award.
Third place at Most Improved Policing? That feels like very bad policing, right? Can we agree on that?
There's a photo of me surrounded by a significant amount of red yarn. That's
You hate to see that.
probably not a good sign.
I don't think that's good.
You won't catch me incriminating myself, tiny machine.
I have a habit of saying that to tiny machines. It's today's newspaper.
There's a front page story about Lady Unterwald. It's the end of the line. The Unterwald Empire came to a grisly end last night when the wealthy heiress was unexpectedly assassinated aboard her own train. 3 suspects are currently held in custody, awaiting questioning.
Oh, that's interesting. So there's like 3 characters prominently featured in like artwork for the game. So if there's 3 suspects, maybe they all... So what's interesting... So to be clear, we are currently not on a train, which is very distressing to me. Like, nearly all of the game footage I see in the trailer is on the train. So even though it's like a flashback, I still presume most of the game is played on the train? Maybe I've misunderstood something. I think I saw... Critchwich remembers this one from my sister's stream. This isn't the one I was expecting it to be. Perhaps fair? So let me pick up the paper. I think we're doing one of the oldest adventure game puzzles in the book.
There's nothing more reliable than print media.
What year does this take place? I've already read it. Can I put this under the coat?
That doesn't work.
So the idea isn't for me to put the newspaper under the keys and then knock the keys off the coat, because that's how adventure game works. I just need you to understand that. Oh, let me enjoy the breeze.
Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better.
It's a good feeling. That's such like a Day of the Tentacle animation. I love to see it. So now it's not got a fan anymore, huh? That's really odd. What use is a fan that doesn't fan? Examine.
Huh. I guess this model is battery powered.
Then why was it plugged in? To have that comedic effect? I guess I'm not sure what use a fan that actually does fan is. For the moment. I guess I'll turn on the hotspots again? Just like a bunch of plaques. I don't know if I'm about that.
It's full of cigarette butts.
I like that the text just says ugh. Maybe it does both. It is possible. It just seems weird. I guess mostly from like an adventure game, like signaling to the player aspect, where like pulling the cord makes me think that like I don't need it to run, and he's just like, it runs anyway. Like, interesting. Wish I had that umbrella. Also, pretty sure I left my umbrella in my mom's car, so I'm gonna have fun with that during this rainy week. Full of trash as I expected. Can't call anyone. Read the plaque. It's the red thing by the radiator. I mean, it's clearly like a knob to activate the radiator, but it's also not interactable. But like, it's bothering me too, because I feel like it's got to do something. I don't think we're...
just get out of these shackles.
Yeah, that seems like a problem. Inspect the lamp? Is it the Pixar
It's a
lamp?
used for interrogating suspects.
Can it help me?
I
Is
can
it?
see the lights when I close my eyes.
Okay.
Looks like Lamont won an award. It's a level 3 in athletic prowess.
Is that equivalent to like a third level character?
It's a photo of a very large Lamont behind the wheel of a very small car.
That seems like a weird photo to have.
It's an article from Lamont and Bailey's first big case. Lumbering Flatfoot goes toe-to-toe with sole criminal. A petty thief at the shoe emporium was quickly brought to heel this morning by Lex Lamont and his partner, Justice Bailey.
Hey, Chitillers, you still here? Did you like all that? Did you like all those shoe and foot puns? I thought that was pretty good.
It's every bureaucrat's dream. A box of neatly organized paperwork.
Wait, hold on. I need a reality check. Again, I don't drink coffee, but from what I've come to understand, Wawa is sacred. Zachary is saying, I checked DoorDash and my coffee options are Dunkin', which is dreadful. And I think I've heard like mixed feelings about that. And Wawa somehow even worse. I thought everyone loved Wawa. Is that not true? Is that considered a hot take? I don't know. You just bring the umbrella back to you tomorrow. You aren't even a whole mile away. Yeah, it just sounds like a lot of trouble. Sarah says Wawa is great. Zagla says Wawa is good for a lot of things, but their coffee is awful. Maybe that's fair. Sarah says that's lies. Stop with the lies. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to pick a fight. Hey, wait, can anyone tell me this? Like, I haven't been near a Wawa for, like, you know, 15 years or something. But they have them here locally now that I'm on the East Coast. I think it's an East Coast thing. And they advertise, like, super aggressively to me. And, like, they've been advertising these, like, fun little sandwiches. They seem like they're really small serving sizes, but they look really good. Can anyone vouch for these, like, Wawa lunch sandwiches? Yeah, it's Neko asks what it is because she lives in the UK. It's been a long time since I've been to one, but my understanding is it's like, it's a convenience store that like aspires to kind of be like a super quick service restaurant. It's like not like a fast food restaurant, but it has like way more like fresh, maybe not fresh, but like hot food offerings than like most convenience stores have. And I think that they're generally deemed to be like reasonably high quality. And, like, maybe more than anything, like, pretty affordable. I need more details on the sandwich. I mean, the one that caught my attention is this tiny meatball sub that looks really good. But, like, they seem to have, like, a rotating cast of sandwiches. So it's hard for me to be able to tell you that. I guess I'm playing a video game, huh? So I've looked at all the junk on the wall and the window and the tape recorder. And the trash. And the door. Why can I not? Oh god, the animations are so glorious. What are we doing, gang? I love them so much. It feels so familiar. Yeah, let me admire the crudely constructed air funnel.
This should make the desk fan significantly more powerful.
I don't... Listen, obviously we're in a very cartoon situation. I'm still kind of skeptical of that claim. Well, I suppose the only thing to do is to just blast the keys? Okay. I can sort of get behind that.
It's bad luck to open an umbrella indoors, but maybe I can find a use for it.
This is a small detail. I think I actually really like this interface, where like left click tells you like basic object function, and right click like it gives you like a pre-blurb blurb. It's basically just like, this is an umbrella, and if you right click, he still gives you a fun little line of dialogue, which I've come to greatly appreciate from an adventure game that has voice lines in it. Why did that make a suction noise? Oh my god. I'm gonna die over how much I love the animations in this game. Like, when I like watched the trailer again, I was like, oh, like the art style looks a little different from Day of the Tentacle.
Find a way out of here.
For sure. Like, it doesn't look exactly like it. But the animations and like the cartoonish, like over the top way in which things work, like it's so Day of the Tentacle in like the best possible way. I will say, I think we're in for some trouble, because like this feels deeply unintuitive, and like it's probably going to be a struggle to figure out what this game wants at sometimes. If it thinks that I think that putting a newspaper on a fan gives it superpowers. Okay, so like what's...
You won't catch me incriminating my...
What is our status?
It's a long way down. Perhaps that dumpster could break my fall.
Drat. I think they're coming back.
For a second, the way his badge is positioned, I thought he was like holding a flashlight to like
this again, Arthur.
Do more lighting nonsense.
From the top.
Well, it began, as all good stories do,
with a hard-boiled yet handsome detective.
The series of gratuitous establishing shots, a chance encounter with a minor celebrity, an ambiguously European locale, or with minor criminal offense. Chad, this is all you. How do you think, collectively, how would you say that, like, the best stories start, do you think? I think I'm a little partial to series of gratuitous establishing shots, but only because it has that real snarky self-aware quality. I know a separate conversation is going on, but I like to imagine that Zacula's comment of egregious union busting in support of the IDF is how he thinks most good stories start. I don't see strong support for any of them, which leaves me largely on my own. An egregious offense. part of me just wants to see what kind of response I get from the police by saying a good story should start with a criminal offense.
With a minor criminal offense?
I wonder if that actually changes anything. I should, like, figure out how... I think the game definitely has autosave, but I don't know if it has manual save. We're in the prologue now. By the way, 2 things. Let me know if I don't know if there's a good corner. I feel like since the inventory...
It all started on the Royce Express.
Maybe covering the inventory button's not so bad. But the
I felt like the world was my oyster.
I feel like subtitles at the bottom mean I shouldn't be at the bottom. Let me know if there's a better place for me to be.
Oysters don't come back to haunt me.
That's good. I like that. Also, let me know how the volume is. I think it should be okay, but you let me know. Yes, and we are on the train. The figurative cruise, the literal train.
This way for dining carriage, casino carriage, lounge area.
Undercarriage. Ooh, browse travel pamphlets. Don't mind if I motel.
Ooh, I love a good brochure. But I have other pressing matters to attend to.
I don't even have my suit jacket on at this point in time. Ooh, let me wait, hold on. Let me, oh, I do get manual save. Okay, let's do it. Let's jam. I do appreciate that the inventory looks different. If there are other playable characters, it may change by character, but it cares about what outfit I'm wearing, which isn't, like, an incredibly difficult thing to code, since I'm sure I don't, like, choose my own outfit in this game or whatever, but, like, I still think that's a good touch.
Is this the dark Chiselton outline? Yes, I am a little stuck and I need some answers. It's quite a sensitive matter. Excuse me, this is a private conversation.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was just being a straight creep.
I've always been fascinated by these little trolleys.
Sir, you can order from the dining carriage if you're hungry.
Just browsing.
I assure you, madame, there are no mice aboard.
I'm telling you, I saw it scurry through a hole in the wall.
So pleased. It just feels really Day of the Tentacle-esque. There's so much conversation happening in chat that I've lost track of exactly how I ended up here. But the last comment I see from Sarah is literally just all caps. People buy sushi from gas stations? And yes, they for sure do. I mean, like, isn't there like a miniature sushi section in 7-Elevens, or did I hallucinate that? I feel like there's like maybe 2 full shelves of sushi at 7-Eleven. I've heard sometimes it's stupidly good. Really? Like, specifically the 7-Eleven stuff? I have no dog in this game because I don't eat fish, but I wouldn't call that for sure. And like, I'm not trying to dump on 7-Eleven. I've tried some of the stuff other people might find dubious from 7-Eleven and enjoyed it. They have like pretty good donuts. Not amazing, but pretty good. They have I don't know if this is like regional or if it was like a limited time. They had this Reese's brownie that was unbelievable. And also was probably something like 150% trans fat or something for all I know. But it was really good.
It's a thief, too. I'm sure it ran off with my bracelet.
Are you sure you have not merely misplaced the item?
How do you explain the hair in my soup?
What a great question.
We maintain the strictest hygiene standards.
Oh, I can hear it in the walls. It's keeping me up all
They're in the
night.
walls.
I assure you, the other guests have not reported any scratching or squeaking, madame.
How do you
Okay. I've done a lot of eavesdropping. Let me admire.
It's a very generous likeness of Lady Unterwald. There's not as many wrinkles as the real deal.
Savage. Not necessarily 7-Eleven, but I've heard good stories from people. That's fair.
It's a very... There's not...
Look at the moon. Look at how big the moon is. I think that tells you how close the lightning is happening or something. No, wait, if you draw a line from the moon to the Earth, you know where south is. That's odd.
There, that should do it.
Hello?
Oh, Mr. Ackerman, I presume. I was just...
breaking and entering?
On the contrary, I've been sent by our mutual benefactor, Lady Unterwald.
Lady Unterwald, of course. If you've come about the sink, it was like that when I got here.
Oh, there's no need to be humble, Mr. Ackerman. 'Tis I, Herman Merman.
Oh, that's such a good name.
Acclaimed novelist, detective extraordinaire.
Like, he seems annoying, but what a good name.
Surely you've read the stories of my cases.
I'm not a big reader of fiction. Sorry.
Ah, well, there's a letter for you on the dresser.
It's a giant
And
H.
the suit?
Lady Unterwald believes a change of attire is in order.
This feels like a frame job, given what we know.
I'll give you some privacy. Until we meet again, Mr. Ackerman.
What an unusual encounter. I suppose I should read Lady Unterwald's letter.
Hello, it's me, Lady Unterwald.
I wonder what Lady Unterwald has in store for me this time.
Break the seal. Dimension the dice. Summon Exodia. You have to click it multiple times. That's delightful.
Dear Arthur, please report to me at your earliest convenience. I have further amendments to make to my estate before the big announcement tonight.
As you know, it's my desire for every passenger aboard the Royce Express to not only enjoy themselves, but depart with a tale worth telling. While the flashy suit provided can be seen as a symbolic gesture of excitement and adventure, it's also a very literal one. Get out of those drab clothes and have yourself a good time. That's an order. Yours sincerely, Lady Unterwald. So, I need to meet with Lady Unterwald in her quarters.
And I should be wearing the suit when I do it. There's something both satisfying and like a little unsettling about the clothes just like swaying with the movement of the train while like basically everything else is stationary. What happens if I try to put on a different suit?
Ah, all reliable. It's got me through many a jam.
In fact, it's covered in jam right now. Stare... Me in my old apartment stare at the quietly dripping sink.
I don't think this is getting fixed anytime soon.
That feels important. I won't remember it.
Look out, world. Arthur A. Ackerman has some intense lawyering to do.
His initials are AH!
This baby can hold up to 1,500 case files.
You're supposed to slap the top of it when you say
socks. Provides the perfect light level for reading legislation. Hey, if you're not squinting, you're having too much fun. One of my only stipulations for traveling long distances. You've got to have access to a trusty typewriter.
You simply got?
I've got all the classics. The Art of Law, Letters of the Law, even Coleslaw. Although that one's just a collection of recipes.
I'm not sure that one is as important as the others.
I'll let maintenance handle the blockage. Oh, what's better than comfy slippers, a tall glass of milk, and an even taller stack of paperwork?
Take a long, hard look in the mirror.
Looking snazzy. cool mint-flavored mouthwash. Advisory: contains pure ethanol. Ingredients: ethanol, 29.9%, eucalyptol, menthol, methyl salicylate, paloxamer 407, thymol.
Kind of feel like this is a game where if I read everything, I'm gonna have a bad time. There's just a lot of stuff. Alright. I don't know what room she's in, do I?
This way for kitchen carriage, kitchen pantry, service carriages.
How do I
It's
still
a wax
have the
seal
wax
from
seal
the
if I broke
Unterwald
it?
estate.
Didn't we, like, crack it in the center as opposed to, like, breaking it on the edge? Why do we still have it?
It's a letter from late... It's a letter from...
Well, I don't know where she is.
It's room 306. It's room 30... It's room 303. It's room 302.
There are different descriptions for knocking on every door.
Hello? This way for dining carriage, casino lounge.
There's so many things you can interact with. It's like kind of insane. Ah, meet with her. Great, figured it out.
Oh, are you nearly ready? I'm not getting any younger, dear.
Alas, you cannot rush perfection.
This music.
My apologies. Am I interrupting?
Not at all, Arthur. I'll be with you shortly. Pierre should take but a moment.
So Day of the Tentacle. It's like the sculptors. Oh my god. I love that even includes you in it. That's so stupid.
Oh, tremendous! I see even Arthur made an appearance.
That's interesting. I thought you might be upset about
capture
that.
every detail in the frame, madame. Exactly as I see it.
Oh, that's not a
Then
plot
I
point
do
at all.
wish you'd take some creative liberties, dear. We don't want anyone thinking I've got this many wrinkles.
As you wish.
We can attempt another portrait during my speech, if you like. Arthur, I've just signed another amendment to my will. It's by the window.
Of course. I'll keep it safe in the briefcase for now.
You'll have to accept my apologies for all the cloak and dagger theatrics. I must confess, I'm a little nervous about the speech tonight.
Ma'am?
It's going to ruffle some feathers. But do you think any of them are cut out to take over the reins? Bickering sycophants, the lot of them. They're just waiting for me to kick the bucket, you know. Oh, it makes my blood boil just thinking about it. Would you be a dear and open the window? It's getting quite hot in here. I need some air.
Wait, Neko, are you saying you don't like dry oatmeal? I feel like we've litigated this. I feel like we came to an agreement that dry oatmeal is still within the acceptable parameters of the oatmeal spectrum, once we discussed what it means for oatmeal to be dry.
It seems to be stuck.
Arthur, please.
Can I close the briefcase?
It's a genuine Bureau Boy briefcase.
Take the office wherever you go.
Are we all aware of the problem that we're facing here? She wants me to open the window, and I just put her important paper in this briefcase that for some reason I haven't closed, like I'm a cartoon idiot. Clearly, I should close the briefcase. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't change the reality of this situation, but nonetheless, I will attempt to do so. Who could have anticipated this course of action? If only there was some way to predict that outcome. His face. His stupid face.
Ah, that's better. I feel myself again.
Could you,
You might just be the most useful person here, Arthur. It's good to know I can rely on you. Now it's time to gather the family. This old lady's got a speech to make.
This seems like an unsolvable problem.
It's the Model 3 Whisper Note with patented quiet tap technology. There's a lot of guides and self-help books here. The card was signed from a Mr. Jean Liu. A secret admirer, perhaps? There's a lot of bouquets here. I'm starting to think I should have brought a gift. I've never been painted before. It all happened so fast. I didn't know Lady Unterwald played an instrument.
It's interesting. He has voice line responses to certain things that... No, maybe just clears the hotspot. No, I think these don't have hotspots, but he can still respond to them. That seems odd.
Let's hope all these coats are made from faux fur. These petals smell quite fragrant.
Chili plant?
Whew. Just a glance at that fiery plant is enough to make my eyes water.
Guess I'll join the speech, huh?
The will! It's caught on the window! I might still have time to grab it.
Well, like
Arthur,
one page of it
stop
is...
your dilly-dallying.
Coming, Lady Unterwald.
And then she dies.
All right, chop chop. Let's begin, shall we?
Meanwhile...
Are you sure you haven't just misplaced your room keys, sir?
Misplaced?
Impossible. Incredible.
Must I remind you of who I am?
Give it a shot.
No, sir. You've been very clear.
'Tis I, Herman Merman! Surely you've read the stories of my cases.
Where do you think he got his legs and feet from?
German. Herman Merman and the Squirmin' Sherman?
Sorry, sir. Not a big reader.
What, not even Herman Merman and the Sermon of Vermin?
No, sir.
Good heavens!
Good heavens.
My point being, I don't misplace things. I solve cases.
Something really funny about the notion is if you do one thing, you can't do a different thing.
The case of the missing room keys.
Got him so good, roasted.
Yes! You're quite right.
This is I, Herman Merman, the murmuring German.
And I'm
no,
going
it's good. I like it.
Sniff them out if my name isn't Herman Merman! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here. There is a killer among us, but I assure you they've made a grave mistake.
They couldn't have accounted for the presence of a world-renowned detective. There's a detective aboard this train? Oh, indeed there is. Well, where are they?
How dare.
Herman Merman, detective extraordinaire.
And you have experience in solving murder cases, Mr. Merman?
I need not bore you with the details.
I think he's legit. What do you think?
Let's get straight down to business, shall we?
Let's defeat the Huns. Yeah, I agree.
Good heavens!
I'm not sure we needed a sheet over that.
Lady Unterwald's final moments were captured by the renowned speed painter, Pierre Brosse. It's clear that nobody approached Lady Unterwald directly.
That means the attack must have been made from a distance.
Mr. Ackerman, you were safekeeping Lady Unterwald's last will and testament.
Oh no, the
That's
criminal
right.
got away with it.
I had to oversee some last-minute amendments to the will.
Are you suggesting this amended will could reveal a motive, Mr. Merman?
Indeed. I believe it to be the smoking gun that will unravel this entire mystery.
Bravo, Herman Merman! Bravo!
Hand me the will, Arthur. We should be able to wrap this up in no time at all.
The motion says it's so Bojack-esque in its writing. Much like Zagula, I forget who, I think at least 2 people have cautioned me that, like, I should be wary about watching BoJack Horseman, not because it's bad, but because it's so depressing, it's like, traumatic. And it's like, that's not always a thing that it's a good time to do. So I guess the same with Peaky Blinders. I don't know much about Peaky Blinders, but I've heard good things about that. I hadn't known it to be especially depressing. See, listen, in the long term, we'd probably get called out, but, like, if we're not going to be 100% honest, then clearly the lie to tell is like, oh no, the killer made off with the will. It was in this briefcase, and now you see that it is both open and empty.
You're not going to believe this, but,
Wait, you don't have the will? That was your only job!
We had one job.
I hope you weren't counting on it for your big reveal.
Well,
Herman Merman, are you all right? He's gone quite pale.
I may be hard of hearing, but it sounds like our detective is out of ideas.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Is that the sound of another tunnel?
No! That's when the killer strikes!
We only have one data point. We have no idea if that's true. It would be sort of funny in a grim, cartoonish sense if
Well,
that
then.
was just like a world fact that every time a train goes through a tunnel, someone dies. Your feather is like 900%. Her head is it's all
I
feather.
need to
man.
find out who killed Lady Unterwald, or I could be the next one to vanish. I'll need to talk to the other passengers. Maybe they saw something. Lady Unterwald's quarters could hold some clues. No! I can't lose it again!
I mean, disagree.
Let's move towards the sleeper carriages. If I can get that will back, it might hold some answers.
He says, Peaky Blinders is bleak. I don't understand how weirdo dude bros have latched onto it as a tough guy thing, but everything about it is awful and depressing. Is it a dude bro thing? I don't think I was aware of that either. The only person I've ever known to really talk about it was, like, the one woman in the main group of hosts on the Kevin and Bean show. Ask about the corking
What's
device?
this?
It's a recorker. It reseals open bottles.
Oh.
Can I have it?
Can I borrow it?
I guess.
This game is so adventure gaming.
Hey there.
The name's Ron.
I'm Arthur Ackerman.
Can I help you, Arthur?
Let's small talk. Let's talk about current events.
I can't believe Lady Unterwald was killed.
Uh-huh. It's a tragedy, to be sure.
That's all it is. It's a real tragedy.
So, you heading anywhere exciting?
Come here often to this train where people die?
Just the bottom of this glass for now.
What kind of work are you in, Ron?
I'm an accountant. I'm in accounting.
Wow, talk about a dream job. I've always wanted to perform account analysis. What's that you're drinking?
It's a mimosa. A bottomless mimosa, if you must know.
A bottomless mimosa?
You can't show that on Twitch. Quick, someone censor that.
The bartender and I have a mutual understanding. I drink them, and he keeps them coming.
It says recorkers exist. I assume that once you uncorked the wine, that was it. You had to commit to the whole thing. I mean, it's like diminishing returns, right? Like you can kind of plug stuff up, but like, does that work indefinitely?
Are you just gonna sit at the bar all evening drinking mimosas?
Yep.
Drat. That actually sounds great.
Why sit around when you could help me solve a murder?
Why sit around when you could help me solve a murder?
Do you have any investigative experience?
Well, no.
Mm-hmm. I'm just fine where I am.
Tell me about the exciting world of accounting. I bet you get to review a lot of financial paperwork.
I can't tell how serious he's being.
Hot damn!
He seems really serious.
Tell me more about the world of accounting. Are we talking annual auditing? Do you have to prepare tax returns? Oh, I bet you have to review entire financial operations.
Mm-hmm. It's why I drink.
It's so stupid.
I should be going.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that very much. Why don't I ask about the lemons?
Are these lemons free?
Do you actually want the lemons?
I might do.
We are psychotic. In recent years, I feel like I've complained about like adventure game protagonists being like too realistic and like not like protagonist enough. This guy is like psychotic. He is a great adventure game protagonist.
Well, I'll just take one.
How do you record that? I have his recorder. Let me talk to this uncouth slob real quick.
Hello.
The name's Denola, kid. But most people call me Don or Donnie. You get my gist? That's a nice suit. So what's your deal? You some sort of tycoon or something?
Well,
I'm actually playing at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance
this
later.
old lady who told me to put it on, and I...
Let me stop you there. I don't think I want to know more. Besides, you're killing my vibe with that sweet patootie over there, you dig? Hey,
I'm not
while
sure
you're
I'm
here,
responsible
you could
for
do me
that.
a little favor. You take this note and give it to that dame behind me, will ya?
Why is it wet?
What?
Why is the note wet?
It's a proposal of sorts, requesting we both make tracks to my suite. You get my drift?
I don't like the sound of that. Why is it so damp?
I soaked it in perfume.
I might
You
get
don't know squat
wet.
about wooing a
Tell
dame, do you?
There.
Gross.
Not it, fam. Not it. It says, Vasco, I always did this as a child. Everywhere I asked if the lemons were free and pretty much always got a free lemon. I just eat the whole thing right there. Love free lemons. I mean, I'm glad that worked out for you.
Up.
That sounds that's a correct response. I believe we will see that response in game in just a moment. Eating like a whole lemon just like raw, like that feels like a challenge, like that feels like a power move to like intimidate people. Wait, this is actually an important question. Neko, have you watched the VOD of Tom Walker eating an entire lemon? He did a stream where he just ate a whole lemon with the whole rind on it. I missed what he said. Something about perfuming a dame. He's like trying to flirt with this woman who's sitting at the table next to him, but he wanted us to deliver a note that's just like damp with perfume or something. He got it too close to his fine, wet-aged hot dogs. You hate to see that. Just because it spoils the hot dogs, of course. God, look at it. It's like emanating like vapor. Reluctantly inspect the note.
It'll cost a fortune to get the smell of cheap perfume out of this jacket.
I have not, but it's in his intro song that he's a lemon chomper. What the heck is his intro song? What is the context for that? Is it a stream he dedicated to a single lemon?
Look at all this trash.
Yeah, I think it's on his YouTube channel. The lemon stream. It's shockingly enthralling. It's because I know you're a Tom Walker fan, it's like definitely worth watching. But like if other people are like, what is the deal with this stream where the guy eats a lemon, rind and all? Let me just tell you, there are some twists and turns you are not mentally prepared for, and it's wild. It's a wild time. Well, I suppose I should, no, you know, let's talk to her first.
Hello.
Hello.
Arthur Ackerman, at your service.
Suzanne Goldschmidt. Can I help you, Arthur?
Do you know who killed Lady Unterwald?
What brings you aboard the Royce Express?
Oh, I'm with the band.
You're in a band?
You're looking at the lead singer in Balboa Swing.
Man, she's hitting those G's hard.
What about yourself?
You care to take a look at this note? I don't feel like it's helpful for me to lie to her. I think saying I'm unwittingly on an adventure is unhelpful, although true.
I think I'm unwittingly on an adventure?
How exciting.
No, I think I'm in real danger.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Wait, I still haven't told you my real job.
Go on.
Is this one of those things where I have to lie to her to accomplish something?
I'm Lady Unterwald's estate attorney. Or, at least, I was.
So you're probably out of a job now, right?
Oh no, I didn't even think of that.
It's not common for a lawyer to have one client, is it? I mean, it does happen, but it's pretty rare. Tom Walker streams have an intro. I'm not sure I've ever seen one live because of the time difference. Goes Tom Walker, Tall Talker, Wig Rocker, Tom Walker, Lemon Chomper, Coconut Knocker, Tom Walker, etc. You know what? That sounds about right, yeah. It feels like there's a lot more instances of Tom Walker. I appreciate the truncation. Is that guy over there bothering you?
Is that guy over there bothering you?
He's a nuisance, but nothing I can't handle. I'll give him something to remember if he decides to get too close.
Like it says, whenever I cook fish, I have to buy extra lemons for Salem. They'll eat 2 to 3 whole lemons in one sitting. I'm surprised that there are multiple people in chat just like eating a whole lemon. I mean, I assume we're leaving the zest on the table, unless Salem is like a certified lemon chomper. Gives you lemons, give them to Salem. That feels like some really sage advice, Neko. Wait, so like there's an old saying that's like happy wife, happy life. Is there like a gender neutral version of that? I need you to workshop this for me, chat. Salem does not eat the peels. Okay, Salem, not a lemon chomper, just a lemon enjoyer.
I think Lady Unterwald was murdered.
I mean, Doy?
So I've heard. They're trying to keep it quiet to not cause a panic, but the rumors have already started circulating.
Happy spouse, peaceful house. That's pretty good. I feel like we can do zanier, but that's a solid choice for, like, actual human interaction. Happy spouse, happy house. Yeah, yeah.
Who'd want to hurt Lady Unterwald?
Is the answer everyone?
I didn't know her at all, but she got us this gig. Wasn't she insanely wealthy? That's reason enough for some people.
Aren't you worried there's a killer among us?
Well, the train hasn't stopped, so there's nowhere for them to run. Whoever they are, they're trapped here with us.
I respect it. Take a look at this photograph.
Would
which I mean,
you care to take a look at this note?
Is this from the twit that's been making eyes at me all evening?
Yeah, it's definitely that, yeah.
I'd sooner jump out of this carriage window than rendezvous with that rotten egg.
So no to looking at the note then?
Scented, at least.
Well, it certainly stinks of desperation.
Are you sure you can't accept that note?
I told you. I don't want anything from that rotten egg. It stinks of desperation.
I think that's just the perfume.
So what's the idea then? I have to change the smell of the note or tell her that it's coming from a different person? She's kind of hinted at both of those. I'm actually really curious about chat's response here. I know there's been a lot of coffee talk, and someone, I think Zacula, like, specifically said, like, I don't actually know what's going on in the game. We've been talking about coffee. The vibe of this game is really good, I think. It has an unbelievable amount of dialogue in it for how much progress we've made, which is, like, absolutely none. How do you all feel about that? Are we content with just, like, having every possible human interaction? No, I can dash a little bit. Let me go to the back of the train. That's a fun noise. I think we shortcut through this the last time we came here, huh? Alright. Happy Yule Polycule? Is there a meaning of Yule I'm unfamiliar with? Automated shoe shine seats? That's something.
It's nothing interesting.
Oh yes, I suppose I would have been very close to the front of the train, huh? I wasn't really thinking about that.
It's a harsh reminder of where Lady Unterwald fell.
Admire the piano.
It looks expensive. And it smells like mahogany.
Did somebody say birthday?
Hot debates, cluster debates. I feel like we've lost the plot on this already. I want the Protag's chest measurement stat. I think it can be summarized by boyoyoyoing.
How are you holding up, Doc? Doctor?
Nope.
I really thought Herman would be able to help us.
I think he's too distraught to talk right now.
Peer into green room.
This led to the backstage area before they locked it up.
How deep is this train?
It's a potential crime scene now.
Look at the hearing horn.
That's a hefty-looking ear trumpet. Any
What?
chance I can borrow it?
What could you possibly need it for?
I'm not sure just yet. but it calls to me.
You keep those hands off
I
if
love
you want to
him.
keep them.
I love how, like, absolutely useless this man is, and he has, like, the absolute, like, most peak adventure game protagonist instincts. He's literally like, a conspicuous object, can I have it? And, like, everyone's response is like, why would you want it? And he's like, I simply do, can I have it? So stupid.
Hello, I'm Arthur Ackerman.
You'll have to speak up, dear. I'm a little hard of hearing, you see.
What?
Sorry, I'm Arthur Ackerman.
Who's that?
It's me. I'm an attorney at law.
You're a terrible bore.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Who's to say? Now, what is it you want?
That says literally me when I see a loose miscellaneous item. So, like, when people, like, set stuff down to check in, are they at risk of you just, like, taking it, like, instantaneously?
You're Arista Goodrun, aren't you?
That sounds like a James
Now, what
Bond
of it?
lady.
Do you make a habit of bothering people and asking them stupid questions?
Yes. I'm a lawyer, after all.
Do you know the Goodrun twins?
Considering I brought them into this world, I certainly hope so. You should introduce yourself. You might find it easier conversing with those of similar intellect.
Wow, that burned 3 people at once. Someone call an ambulance. Probably also the fire department, but, like, those burns gotta get treated.
Were you at all close to Lady Unterwald?
Of course. She even gave my boys cushy jobs in the family business. Have you met them? They're imbeciles.
Did you also have a job in the family business?
I did. I never shied away from getting my hands dirty, you see. I'm an engineer at heart, always been fascinated by mechanisms.
Well, that's
you
interesting.
know, I even helped design the Royce Express.
Somehow that seems to flow logically.
You said you worked on the Royce Express?
Oh yes, I know all her little quirks. She's not your standard steam engine, you know.
She isn't?
You're traveling aboard one of the first steam turbine locomotives.
Say more.
What's a steam turbine locomotive?
We're train streaming
I'm
after
talking
all.
about steam power, boy. She may be experimental, but you're riding on the future of transportation.
Whoa!
If you ask me, too many naysayers are betting on diesel.
They are?
The Royce Express is a real challenge to that notion.
By the way, so one of the volume settings is for ambience, but I like that there's, like, a little bit of storm ambience. Like, I don't know if you would, like, overtly hear, like, the rain hitting the train if you turned it up, but I like just, like, the little tiny bit of, like, background lightning is fun.
About your hearing device. Does it actually improve your hearing?
Oh, I can hear you just fine, despite my best efforts.
You know, it'd make an incredible drinking horn.
Do you fancy yourself as some sort of Viking warrior? It's a hearing aid. It's not built for chugging mead.
I mean, you can't get creative.
Any chance I can borrow it?
Good to ask after
What
making
could you
the other
possibly
point.
need it for?
I'm not sure just yet, but it calls to me.
You keep those hands off if you want to keep them.
Actually,
very well.
I should get going.
Farewell.
I'm obviously gonna need that. Let me read the guest list.
It's the guest list for the green room. VIPs only. I don't recognize most of these names, but I see Herman made the cut.
Sorry, sir. The lounge and beyond are strictly off limits for now.
But there's a killer on the loose. I'm the only one who had access to Lady Unterwald's will. I could be next.
No exceptions.
I don't think that logic makes sense. Us being the only one who had access to the will doesn't mean that we should have access to, like a crime scene of interest? It's not literally a crime scene, but, like, it's a place under investigation.
I'm still Lady Unterwald's attorney.
Let me through!
Sorry, sir. As I said, no exceptions.
I have a letter from the late Lady Unterwald right here!
This all looks to be in order.
So, I can go in?
I'm afraid not, sir.
No exceptions.
Lady Unterwald has passed on, after all.
So how is it in... I love he immediately goes back to holding his hand up again. That's really stupid. Okay. How about pretty please?
Pretty please let me in?
Sorry, sir. No can do.
Pretty please? With a cherry on top?
All right, go ahead.
Really?
No.
Nope. Nobody is getting past me as long as I'm standing here.
Could you check Lady Unterwald's quarters on my behalf?
No. I can't step foot in there on account of my allergies.
Interesting.
Fragrance sensitivity, they call it.
There's
a room like that, filled with pungent perfume and all those fresh flowers. I'm not taking my chances.
There's a really conspicuous empty flower vase here, but also I have a really stinky perfume litter.
What would happen if you sent off your allergies?
Oh, it's quite the sight to behold. I'd be known to go beet red.
I would simply die.
That's
I would
when
literally
I need to
die.
seek immediate medical attention, of course.
Oh.
But I'd be fine.
You would?
Eventually.
I'm leaving now, but I'll be back. I need to find a way to convince that guy.
I love how I've talked to like 3 people and have like the exact right item for this. Really unlikely, to be honest.
Looks like you have a secret admirer.
A secret admirer? Let me take a look at that. This is...
Just gonna turn red?
Explicit. I know.
And the scent. It's so
awful.
Wait, this note is perfumed?
Yeah, I
believe so. Are you alright?
Weren't you listening? I'm terribly allergic to fragrance.
Well, yeah, but are you alright?
Beet red.
I have? I need to find a doctor right away.
There's
Don't
one over
go
there.
in there while I'm gone, Mr. Ackerman.
I wouldn't dream of it. This note is a potential biohazard. I wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
God, the animations are so good.
Who'd want to kill Lady Unterwald?
Ponder the instrument case. Perhaps it has orbs inside.
Lady Unterwald to be particularly musical. I don't think it was a secret that she disdained most noises.
What a way to describe a person. She disdained most noises.
We can only hope these coats were made from...
Like... Oh, Neko says she also disdains most noises.
With patented quiet tap technology. Lady Unterwald hated all that clacking.
What types of noises do you not disdain? Is there like a list of those? I remember some discussion of this back when I was like first considering adding like sound alerts to the stream, and you were concerned that the confetti cannon would be disruptive. And I feel like we arrived at like, it's okay.
Whew. Just a...
Yeah, that one.
It's the Lady Un... There's a lot of guides and...
Wait, what does he say about this with the clacking?
It's the Model 3 Whisper Note with patented quiet tap technology. Lady Unterwald hated all...
Right, because she doesn't like noises. So that really must be important then, huh? I don't think I can actually do anything useful in here yet. sadly look at the balloons.
Lady Unterwald hated balloons.
Surely not Drifloon.
The card was signed.
You must need a tool to pry this open, right?
The drawer is stuck. If I wedge something in the gap...
I don't think anything I have will do that.
That doesn't... I need to slide something thin and...
Brown and sticky. Perhaps a stick. It says, have sensory issues due to autism. Sound has always been a bad one. Watch most videos muted and read subtitles. Avoid clicking on links because I hate new sounds. Anything loud or high-pitched is worst. Quiet, consistent sounds are best. Rain is on the list of sounds I do not disdain. That makes sense. Rain's a good one. I've taken to occasionally watching videos from a YouTube channel called Rain Driver, which is like a guy who lives somewhere around Texas and just like drives in loops in the area when it rains and then like stitches them together into like multiple hour-long videos for you to put on while you're trying to sleep or whatever. Inspect the bookshelf.
When this is all over, I'd like to curl up in this reading nook.
Same demolition? Like the same guy or just like similar channels? Because I know there's a bunch of them, but like for some reason that one I came across. People walk around Seoul or other Asiatic cities at night. Oh, that sounds interesting. I mean, something goofy really has to happen.
I must have missed their opening hours.
Oh, it's not an auto. I thought we were gonna say this is like a coin-operated shoe shine robot situation or something. Sir kind of raises an interesting point, though.
That is Mama, of course.
Ooh, would you say that Mama sounds are good sounds from the Somnium Files? Is that?
Is someone there?
Good evening, sir. Are you watching closely? Did you see me make my move?
Are we shaking hands now?
Not sure what blowing on that will
waste
achieve.
my time, kid.
Zacula says, "Who doesn't love Mama?" What? How do I answer a question like that? Good night, Keen. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, wait, Keen, hold on, real quick. You're my resident Samara weaving enthusiast, right? Like the other one who, like, gets it? Did you hear that she got cast to play a character in, like, an X-Men movie they're working on? She's playing Emma Frost. I'm intrigued by this. I don't know that I'd necessarily cast her for that, but I feel like I will definitely see whatever movie that is, and then I will make judgments as to whether that made sense to do. It's pretty cool, right? Another shot at, like, high-level exposure for her, at least. I think she's a really good actress. Anyway, thank you for hanging out, Keen. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. The voices of my friends bother me sometimes. I mean, same, right? I think we're all in that boat. Sometimes I secretly mute them for a while in a group setting. Stay away from co-op games. I mean, I don't know. I find co-op games, like, really difficult to, like, deal with in a certain way. It's just a lot going on, man. So obviously I have to find out the secret hand. I mean, there's, like, a lot of cool stuff to explore. I feel like I've still made none progress. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm liking this game so far. I don't know what the general sense of it is. Let me talk to the bartender.
Evening, Bart.
Ah, what'll it be?
How'd you learn those fancy tricks?
You're looking at 2 weeks of bartending.
2 weeks?
Oh, worth every penny.
My parents would disagree with you.
What's the most difficult part of being a bartender?
To be a great bartender, one must master the art of multitasking and recalling information quickly.
I thought it'd be all the broken glass you have to sweep up.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Maybe that's not the right way to put it. I like the protagonist, Arthur Ackerman or whatever. It's not a particularly good name. It's not super memorable. It's no, like, Kate Walker. But, like, I like that his interpersonal dialogue always has this really earnest curiosity about, like, the nature of the other characters, which is, like, a thing that, like, adventure games sort of require, right? That you, like, learn people's problems and how to solve them and that kind of thing. So I like that it comes through organically, that he just seems to have a real interest in other people. But at the same time, he has, like, the weird, dark, like, intrusive thoughts of just, like, stealing every item, even, like, directly in front of people, and just, like, asking to take stuff he has no, like, claim to. Like, it's like an almost perfect intersection of character traits to be the protagonist of an adventure game.
Can I ask for your advice, barkeep?
Ah, a bartender is always happy to lend a sympathetic air. What's troubling you?
I may have accidentally lost Lady Unterwald's will.
I'm no expert, but that document sounds pretty important. Are you working towards getting it back?
I think I can, but it always seems just out of reach.
I mean, regrettably, at this point, it seems like it'd be really damp.
I'm sure you'll get your opportunity.
Thanks. I don't really know what I should be doing.
Does he just tell you?
Have you tried the Dirk Chiselton hotline? You can call via the onboard telephones if you're stuck.
All right.
Oh, that's what that is? It's just... it's just like a canonical hint system. It's so stupid. I'm liking this game.
I need to find out who killed Lady Unterwald.
Well, that's a little above my pay grade. I suggest you keep exploring and make sure you speak to everyone. The clues will come to you eventually.
Thanks.
It's daunting. It's not exactly a slow-paced game, but it's a very slow progress game. This strikes me as the sort of game where, like, you'll progress basically none at all, but, like, in the early stages of the game, you'll learn a bunch of stuff that will make the rest of the game manageable in a much quicker time frame.
Can I order a drink?
Sure. What did you have in mind?
I need a strong cup of coffee.
One steaming hot cup of coffee coming right up.
Oof, that's hot.
Beverage should not be
the
hot.
suit isn't a rental.
I think it's a little late for that. I guess I'll talk to everyone else in this carriage to sort of cross that off my checklist.
Wouldn't they have halted the train if someone died?
They don't want to cause panic or suspicion amongst the throng.
My money's on that wealthy tycoon. He seems like trouble to me.
Is there just one? They look deep in conversation.
Who do you think it was?
Somebody stood to gain from her death, believe me. If they comb over her will, they'll find their culprit. Power outages, vermin infestations, now murder.
This is not the vermin lady, though, right?
Next?
I'm not waiting around to find out.
Oh, quite right.
They're saying the Gudrun twins are in line to take over next.
Well, I shan't be stepping foot on any train under their control.
Heaven forbid! It'll be carnage.
Yeah, for some reason I assumed the Gudrun twins were women, but it's probably like these guys, huh? Yeah.
Excuse me!
It's interesting that, like, when the game is out of things for you to eavesdrop on, they just, like, call you on it. They're like, stop listening, idiot.
The name's Arthur Ackerman. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Stop
butting in, Hagen. He was talking to me. No, he was clearly talking to me, Gunther.
Sorry about Lady Unterwald.
What do you want, Arthur?
Hey, aren't you the Gudrun twins?
That's us.
Of course. You're Lady Unterwald's nephews.
Auntie Unterwald put us in charge of the railway infrastructure.
Tunnels and bridges, to be precise. Although one of those
Oh,
is
that's why they
clearly
were
more
taking
important than the other.
responsibility for the
Indeed.
tunnels.
Which do you prefer, Arthur?
I'm sorry?
Oh, that's
What's
funny.
more important? Tunnels or bridges?
Damage this? Maybe I have to replace my mouse pad. The wrist guard looks like it's split open. This is very similar. I think I've talked about this on stream before, but this is somewhat similar to a game that I used to play with my best friend in high school when I was like traveling to and from college. I'd be taking the train for like hours at a time, and I'd like call and we'd like catch up. And if you went into a tunnel or like a heavily wooded area, like you tend to lose signal on the like early 2000s cell phones because the infrastructure wasn't as good. What would happen is I would just get like randomly disconnected when I was like riding the train at night, and there was just like no way to know whether we were like inside a tunnel or just like couldn't see lights of any buildings or anything. And so the game was like simply tree or tunnel, and it'd be like, what do you think ended the call this time? What's your position on viaducts?
What's your position on viaducts?
Well, those are bridge-like structures. I think that makes you a fellow bridge buff.
No, that hardly counts. They're separate things. Don't try to complicate things, Arthur.
Sorry.
That's interesting. I prefer to face obstacles head-on. I work around my problems. I feel like that description's maybe more me.
Bridges. I often work around my problems.
Ah, so you're a fellow bridge buff.
Ugh, of course you'd side with him.
You spent half the infrastructure budget on those stupid tunnels, Gunther.
Also, the tunnel is responsible for me losing my job, in
than
fairness.
Your bridges to nowhere, Hagen.
Hang on, I'm being informed that scooter time approaches. Soon.
I noticed the empty plates. Lost your appetite?
Don't even get me started.
We waited all this time for a table, only for the kitchen to close.
Hopefully it opens soon. I'm getting hungry.
Hunger is one thing, but I'm absolutely starving.
Is that right? Well, I'm positively famished.
Famished? If this wasn't a restaurant, I'd smack you across the mouth.
Why does a restaurant change that map?
You first. What was that?
Nothing.
Did you spend much time with Lady Unterwald?
Oh, yes. We had all kinds of meetings with her.
She used to have so many fun sayings.
Gunther, we need to discuss this bloated budget.
Hagen, we've experienced yet another cave-in.
Do we really need another tunnel here?
What a wet blanket.
Classic, Auntie.
Did Lady Unterwald have any enemies?
Yuck! Enemies are for poor people, Arthur.
The wealthy
think
have
that's-
adversaries.
Oh,
They're
okay.
a much higher class of opponent.
My mistake.
Okay, did she have any adversaries?
Did Lady Unterwald have any adversaries?
That's more like it, Arthur.
I assume a lot of people were jealous of her wealth
Oh
and
my,
power
no.
and world-class
Quite.
railway empire.
Interesting. I should probably go.
Bye.
Farewell.
Oh my gosh.
Agreed. Hang on, let me read this sign.
Please wait to be seated.
Please wait.
Oh
Wait.
my,
A
yes.
suggestion.
It's the last correspondence I received.
do you think of this?
You can keep it.
So far behind on live. You're good, Zacula. I mean, on scooter time, I imagine you're probably not gonna, like, be in perfect sync. Is this where I want to go? Storage?
Hello? I guess nobody's there. The luggage room.
It might be different.
It's room 302.
I have been informed that it is... I believe we're on scooter time. Oh, look.
It's a fancy cart for transporting luggage.
We could use this to scoot
in hotels.
for scooter time. It's even a hotel thing. It's Zacula has given us an opportunity to advance the game.
It's a fancy cart for transporting luggage.
Except I can't actually
these in hotels.
seem to do anything with it right now, but that's not the point. I beg your
What happened
pardon?
here?
Quoi? What are you doing in here?
Not another health inspector, we hope.
I'm not sure I can handle another inspection.
No.
I'm guessing one of the other possible player characters.
That's even worse.
So much worse. Can't you see the kitchen is off limits right now?
Come back when we've cleaned up.
Okay, I'm going.
So I guess as we have those, they're not that fancy. Are you saying that the ones you have aren't as fancy as the one
annoyed.
presented in the game, or that you don't feel that these are as fancy as has been implied? Man, they really don't want a health inspection. And you know what? That's fair.
Hello? Looks like nobody's home.
In general, they're not that fancy. Yeah, but how else do you scoot inside the hotel? Does your hotel allow you to start scooter time from inside the lobby?
Anyone in?
Kind of just curious. That sounds fun.
They must have left. Hello? I guess no. Hello?
Oh. Clicked out my window. Can I have these now? Wouldn't let me take
I
these
love
before.
a good brochure, but I have other
That's really diligent. He won't take the brochures. We've got the service entrance in the back. Does that connect directly to the back rooms? Pardon?
Hello?
Hello again.
That guy over there really isn't bothering you?
Trust me.
I have to go.
See you around.
It wasn't who pissed me.
Over here.
Oh, it was him.
You delivered my proposal yet, kid?
Well...
Atta boy. You just watch and learn now.
Okay.
So, Dollface, how about it? I don't write love letters for every broad I see, you know. You should be grateful.
Probably not the
in
right
that
attitude to
case,
have.
Allow me to show you my gratitude.
Is it a derringer?
You see, kid? It's that easy.
Oh! Right in the Jacob, Zacula, just as you foretold.
See you around, Arthur.
I like that she like addressed us directly when she left.
Unrequited love.
He left his whole enormous key. Well, it's mine now.
Don dropped his keys in the commotion.
Is that what we're calling it now? Our work here is done. Agreed,
really
Critchwitch.
should return
We
them, didn't
finally made progress. I think we could call that progress. I have no idea how many total saves I get or how often I should be saving. I think we're doing all right. Yeah, okay. Can I have his food or something? It's
Don
not
didn't
nailed
even
down.
Finish his meal. What a waste.
I guess not. A little surprised by that. Well, we said out loud we should return the keys. I'm not entirely sure that's true. I mean, surely... Where did he go?
Looks like Don booked the honeymoon suite. Room 303.
Why would he do that? I hope it has the coin-operated... What is that thing called? There's in Day of the Tentacle, it takes place in a hotel, primarily. And there's like a vibrating bed that you have to put like it comically... No, you just... That one you only need like a normal number of coins. There's something else in the game that requires like a truly preposterous, cartoonish amount of coins that is extremely good and funny.
It's room 302.
Okay, so he's this one?
Oh, I guess he's not in here.
Why would he be? We have his keys. What did you think would happen?
A tiny entrance for an unwanted guest.
Why does he have a big magnet, do you think? Acknowledge the unmentionables. That seems like a tall order. Fair enough. Grimace at the Book of Poetry.
Looks like Don's been practicing poetry. There's nothing in there I need.
How do you know if you don't look in there?
There are piles of wooden casino chips in these boxes.
Can I have them? Can I do something with that?
There are piles of...
I guess not. Surely you need the cartoonishly large magnet? I sure hope so. Zachos says, new company makes us clock in and out on an app on our phone instead of the machine we have on the wall, and I actually hate it so much. Really, that's worse? I can imagine that being worse, but I would expect that to be an improvement. Demolition said the guy dropped his keys at Dignity and picked up several octaves in register. Got him so good. The champagne looks expensive. Take it?
I guess Don's been winning big at the casino.
I mean, the thing about using the app is just, like, if it's not complete garbage, I would expect it to be more convenient to, like, not have to, like, go to a specific place to do it. That's a huge magnet.
That's a seriously powerful magnet.
Probably shouldn't steal this unless I really need it.
But I do.
They've settled into quite a hypnotic pattern. Everything's just been thrown in here. I'll bet these look convincing with a lick of paint.
We even need paint. This game is like designed for Zacula. If we had Zacula's painting skills, we could turn these bits of wood into casino chips and make a fortune.
Uh-oh. Someone's coming. I better find somewhere to hide, and fast. I won't fit in there.
That seems less likely, but okay.
That's enough, Tony. Not only are you drawing attention to yourself, you're about to bankrupt the damn company.
I didn't tell you to fritter away her fortune bet by bet. Between the two of us, I'm not the bad guy, you hear?
Lady Unterwald is dead. Don't you think they're going to start digging for a motive? I've hidden the accounts in her quarters for now, but it's only a matter of time before someone starts snooping.
I'll bet the old bat took one look at the numbers in that ledger of yours and the shock killed her.
Ah, so it's all my fault. I suppose in your mind, I bankrupted the company. I killed Lady Unterwald. Don't be so
I have the tape
absurd.
recorder right now.
We're done here.
Oh, you're not done until I say so. I have a feeling the authorities would find this very compelling.
He had the tape recorder.
It's all my fault. I bankrupted the company. I killed Lady Unterwald.
It seemed really unnatural for him to say it that way.
When you're in my line of work, you need a little insurance, you know? Consider it an incentive to stay in line.
Look at his face. Look at his cartoon face.
I've got a new scheme in play. I'm telling you, Bergman, I won't lose this time.
You better be right.
Nico says, what's wrong with our character? You should really need all items at all times simply because they exist. It is weird for him to have like a line to cross.
It sounds like Bergman has fallen in with the wrong crowd. I should get my hands on that ledger in Lady Unterwald's quarters.
Still don't feel like I've encountered anything that helps me open that. Wait, the coat hanger? That could work. Zaga says the new clock in takes way longer. Old machine with scan your fingerprint done. Wow, that's kind of invasive, but okay. Now I have to sign into the app. Won't keep you signed in. And then click 4 confirmations time is accurate. App is also garbage and slow. Yeah, that's, I mean, that is the risk of making that change. Demolition says for us, it's open app. Face ID, tap clock in. Dang, really? You guys got all this like biometric data and stuff involved? I mean, I got like 2-factor authentication, but like, starting to look real grateful for that. He already had a coat hanger in his jacket based on the shape of his shoulders. You know what? You're valid consideration. It wouldn't let me take this, right? The champagne.
I guess Dawn's been winning big at the...
I feel like we're gonna need the magnet to like clear the recording or something. It's on like a really conspicuous type of like magnetic recording media. How did he get into his room if we have his keys? What happened there? Oh man, the arrangement of people on the train has changed. Time is passing. Someone talks to like anyone in the casino, but I think I'm just okay with that. For now. We'll revisit this. Just checking in. We feel good about the audio? I don't know that anyone like specifically said yay or nay on that.
Bergman said that he'd hidden the company account's ledger somewhere in here. I should look around for clues.
Yes. 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 Animations like crazy. Like folded it up. That's really funny. Is that the ledger? Okay.
This is the ledger that Bergman mentioned. I should ask him about those discrepancies.
Should I? Oh, crap. But... hang on.
Who's there?
Nobody.
Oh, shoot, there's nobody there. I really don't know if this is a game that has like any kind of fail state or whatever.
Herman?
Go away!
You clearly know something, Herman.
All I know for sure is we're both knee-deep in Lady Unterwald's affairs.
Is that what we're calling
We may
it?
never know what she was ultimately up to, but it got her killed. I have a strong desire to avoid the same fate, Mr. Ackerman.
You're supposed to be helping to solve the case.
I assure you I'm working diligently to solve the case, but I can't become a part of the story. Not when everything points to me.
It's not Final Fantasy X after all.
Potential victim.
What are you doing in there?
There's a killer on the loose, Mr. Ackerman.
It's got me there.
So, you're hiding.
Merely
Bravely.
Tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat.
It's all part of the
Tactical
strategy.
cowardice, I prefer.
Lower their guard, wait for things to blow over, then I can strike
I'm
when
not sure
they
what blowing
least
on that will
suspect
achieve.
it.
Scooter time phase 1 complete. Very good. Your ridiculously circuitous
Not sure what blowing on that will achieve.
Nearly 1/4 completed. Thank you for that demolition.
Suit yourself.
Don't tell anyone you saw me.
Do I need to, like, read the ledger?
I'm sure we'd find a lot of creative accounting in here.
Oh, wait. I know an accountant. He's sitting at the bar! It's just, like, top secret.
I should confront Bergman about this ledger.
I've seen multiple threads recently on Reddit bringing up the movie Top Secret. Has anyone other than my mom and I seen that movie? It's very good. It's the type of movie where I feel like people are like always discovering it because it doesn't get that talked about, but like a lot of people who see it like it. I've not seen it because it's top secret. I think we could get you clearance for that, Neko.
I found a hidden ledger in Lady Unterwald's quarters!
You said that super loud.
Ledger. I suspect Bergman's been cooking the books. Want to have a look? I'll bet you could pour over all sorts of inconsistencies.
So excited about it.
Well, have you confronted Bergman over this?
What?
Oh, right. I should probably do that.
Okay, hear me out. Does that make any sense to you? The game really wants me to confront Bergman, a guy who did the crime, when I don't fully understand, like, what's happened. Does it not make more sense to you to talk to the accountant first to, like, figure out what exactly he was doing with the books? Because then you're in a better position to confront him, assuming that's what you want to do? Like, that makes a lot more sense to me. Am I crazy? Zyko says the commute is not that circuitous. Scooter from work to train, ride train, scooter from train to home. Well, I was doing, in particular, a Futurama reference, but I'm glad that the commute is largely palatable in some part due to the acquisition of personal scooter and the streamlining of scooter time. How much do you think having your own scooter, like, saves you on scooter time annually? New Futurama season starts on Monday. There's so much TV, like, right now. In, like, a few weeks it'll probably even out, but, like, it's kind of crazy. In 2026. Yeah, Futurama's back. I didn't watch the last season. I watched the one before, because this is what, the third Hulu season? Is that right? I just never got around to the second one. It's not like I hated the first one. It wasn't, like, amazing, but it was, like, fine. I don't know. I'm not, like, a super hardcore purist about, like, only the original seasons, but, you know, similar to Simpsons, I feel like the earliest ones were definitely best. Alright, I guess I'll go, like, talk to Bergman or whatever. Cuts a half-hour total off the commute easily. Just in pure time of just, like, not having to, like, find a scooter to, like, rent or whatever? That's wild. I'm glad you have that. Yikes. What's the Dragon Futurama? 2 acronyms I don't understand. I mean, there's a bunch. We got Strange New Worlds back.
Hello?
Ah, Ackerman, isn't it?
Arthur A. Ackerman, at your service.
I'm Caspar Bergman, the treasurer of the Lady Unterwald estate. Can you believe it, Arthur? What a messy state of affairs we've found ourselves in.
Yeah, it sucks. Tell me about crime.
Exactly.
Is there something I can help you with?
Please tell me about your crime.
Who'd want to bring harm to Lady Unterwald?
Well, when you generate as much wealth, power, and influence as she did, you naturally create a few adversaries along the way, no?
Yeah, which I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that, like, one of those acronyms I don't recognize is something that you made up, a la that bit from Scott Pilgrim where they list all the tea. And he's like, are those all real? And she says most of them or something like that. I meant compared to... Oh, I thought previously your commute had been that you were, like, renting the scooter on a regular basis. So compared to walking... I think this scooter will take at least a year to literally pay for itself, compared to renting them. Interesting. It seems like a good investment. I assume HOTD stands for hot dog. That one I do recognize, and you're fully correct, Neko. It stands for hot dog, for sure. Game of Thrones acclaimed series Hot Dog.
Any guesses as to who the killer could be?
I'm sure there are many on board this train who felt spurned by Lady Unterwald.
I mean, so far we really haven't encountered as many suspects as I would think.
Where possible. I wouldn't want to make a target of myself with a killer on the loose.
Is there a series called Hot Dog? No, I'm sorry, I'm being sarcastic. It stands for House of the Dragon. It's a continuation of an ongoing Game of Thrones spin-off, more or less. I am not watching it because I am filled with fury when I think about who has a better story than Bran the Broken. It really ranks very highly on list of like worst lines of dialogue of all time. I am also extremely dissatisfied with Mr. Stark, I Don't Feel So Good. That one filled me with a lot of anger. To continue the discussion of like not liking the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man, which I haven't seen the new one yet, but boy, I hate that dialogue a special kind of fierce. It's not as good as AKOTSK, right? But Hot Dog Season 3 is amazing. I mean, I've started following the streamer Lucky Wolf who plays Pokemon Champions, and it's like her favorite thing in the world, so she like talks about it a lot, and like it's the only anything I know about the House of the Dragons comes like directly from being in her chat. Nico says, I have zero intention to watch new Spider-Man. I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but I'm burned out on Marvel Cinematic stuff. I mean, there's like multiple layers of things going on there. I mean, I really feel like... I mean, has the Marvel Cinematic Universe stagnated something fierce since Endgame? I would argue yes. I don't think that's an incredibly hot take. I do think that, like, the animated X-Men 97 is like pretty good, although we're currently in the second season of that, and even that's been a step down from its first season, I think. Although we did just get a Nightcrawler episode, which they just need to put more Nightcrawler in X-Men stuff. He's my favorite. He's got like a really interesting sort of dilemma, and his power is the best, and he's cool, and I love playing him in the arcade game. That all being said, it does just continue to feel like Spider-Man more than others. Like, I just feel like they're very insistent about him, like, not being Spider-Man. And part of that might be the complications with, like, the Sony deal. I'm not, like, 1,000% sure where we're at with that, with them making, like, the Spider-Man villain movies. But, like, man, we're really just, like, not doing a lot of, like, classic Spider-Man dealing with Spider-Man enemies. It's Spider-Man doing other Marvel stuff to cross-promote them. And I wish we could just have Spider-Man. Psycho says, I haven't seen an MCU thing since Doctor Strange's solo movie, which I thought sucked buns. I got to see that one early at, like, a Writers Guild screening that my old boss took me to. That was kind of fun. Oh, no, wait, no, that was... Yeah, no, that's right. That the full movie I saw there, and like Tech and I went to some like weird Marvel event to see preview of it or something. I don't know. It was like there was some thing where they showed like an extended trailer or something, but they had like a weird talk on like some of the metaphysical things that inspired the movie, but really it was just like thinly veiled promotion in the end. Delicious says, I stopped MCU after WandaVision. Not only too much to keep up with, but the quality is way more miss than hit. I think that's fair to say. I don't know. I tend to like a lot of the Marvel characters, but like, I haven't done very much interesting in recent history. I guess I'll ask him about the Ledger. This sure seems like an easy way to get killed, though, huh? Am I crazy? I feel like this is just, like, the worst way to handle this situation.
What do you make of this ledger, Bergman?
Where did you get that?
I found it. Sealed away in the bottom of a locked drawer.
How peculiar. I've never seen that before in my life.
I didn't say that you had.
Oh, really? Then we should pass this to the authorities when they arrive.
No!
I'd bet if they were to audit this ledger, the numbers wouldn't add up.
Listen, Arthur. I'm in a bit of a bind here. Ashamed to say I've fallen in with a rather unscrupulous individual.
You don't say.
Are you talking about Donnie Donato?
I'm afraid so. They managed to exploit my weakness, don't you see? I'm a
electric
victim
type
in all
damage?
this, Arthur.
It's time to come clean. What's going on?
It's Donnie. He's concocted a scheme to cheat at the casino tables.
Is it
We need to
magnet
stop
related?
him,
It's
Arthur.
usually magnet related.
I can't afford to lose more of the estate's money. I'll make this right as soon as he's no longer a threat, I assure you.
What does making it right mean in this context? Taco says, I haven't seen any Spider-Man solo movies, but I do have an irrationally strong negative reaction to Tom Holland. Whereas, Delicious says, I'm waiting for the Timothée Chalamet Spider-Man. For some reason, it feels like that's inevitable, and it will make me upset. Speaking of Donnie Donato, Timothy's father's now allegedly nicknamed Danny DeVito. Have they're able to identify Jimothy the raccoon's, the orb raccoon's father? And what makes him Danny DeVito exactly? Zach says Timothy Chalamet's Spider-Man would be peak. I don't know, like the way you describe your reaction to Tom Holland is like me with Timothy Chalamet. Although, to be honest, I really haven't seen him in all that much. There's just something about him I don't vibe with. He was actually pretty good in that, like, not amazing Wonka prequel thing that was like, I wouldn't say it was great, but it's like way better than it has any right to be. Like way better than it should be. Neko says, fun fact, I'm incredibly face blind, but I can always recognize Tom Holland because he looks like he's trying his best to hide a frog in his mouth, which I say lovingly. That's one of the wildest things I've ever heard a person say / read on the internet. He's been so good in Dune. I haven't gotten around to the Dunes because like each one is like 9 hours long, right? It's basically like a Lord of the Rings trilogy to watch one of them or something. This is the thing I'm vaguely curious about, Neko. I feel like maybe years ago you might not have described yourself as being face blind, but like, do you feel like you've always struggled with that? And if so, was there something recently that like had you come to terms with like calling it that? You don't need to share if you don't feel comfortable. I'm just a little curious. I don't know that many people who are face blind, but it's like a major plot point in 999, so it's a thing that's like kind of interesting to me. Would recommend reading the books first. Zagula, come on. You know me better than that. That's not happening. I literally just said, like, I don't want to spend, like, 3 hours watching a movie, and you're like, you should instead spend, like, 15 hours reading a book, slowpoke. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna happen. All 6 Dune books are some of the best. Are there only 6? I thought that was another one of those series that, like, secretly had, like, 1 billion installments, and people don't talk about the ones after the first few or something. Do not read the continuation done by Frank Herbert's son. They're bad and not good. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. Tell me about the gambling scheme. I want to break it.
Tell me about Donnie's gambling scheme.
I believe he's using magnetism to alter the outcome of the roulette table. You have to stop him, Arthur.
Was Donnie trying to blackmail you?
He recorded the whole thing, Arthur. If I walk away from Donnie, he'll use those recordings against me.
Doesn't this give you a clear motive for killing Lady Unterwald?
No, I would never do such a thing. Donnie may be a bully, a swindler, and a cheat, but he's no killer.
Is the Unterwald estate in financial trouble?
The truth is, the coffers are almost empty, Arthur. I thought I could use Donnie's connections to replenish the funds. Rather foolish of me in retrospect.
I must go.
What's Donnie's game?
I believe he's using... I'll make this right.
Okay, now that's great. I wasn't sure if there was like supposed to be more information.
All right.
All right, let me go get the big magnet now that I have a reason to get it.
This is where Donnie put his gambling scheme into motion. It couldn't hurt to look around.
Gee, I wonder what could be responsible for his, like, magnetic gambling situation.
I'm sure Don won't mind if I borrow this.
Do I also need these?
They've settled into quite a hypnotic pattern.
Do I need to demonstrate understanding of this concept to proceed?
Nah.
Okay. Guess now I have to do a bunch of talking in the casino, huh? That thing I'm specifically avoiding doing? The poison chosen specifically for Cusco? It's loud and annoying. Uh-oh, this is the text box that pops up when you hover the mouse over me.
How about we put it all on...
I imagine it's a fun way to lose all your savings.
You're half right.
I should pick my moment.
Sure feels like he would notice this happening, huh? Oh my God, I love the animations, they're so good.
Bad luck, old chap.
I lost? How? Oh, wait right here, pal.
I should see where he goes.
I suppose that's true. Do I need that magnet back? I suppose I don't. Sure. Let's save over this one. I guess I had a bad moment with my face blindness just last week where I was audibly shocked when I discovered two black characters in something were completely unrelated and not the same guy. I had to reassure that I wasn't racist, just very face blind. They had the same haircut, which I think was little to no hair. That can be tough. Like, I've seen plenty of shows where, like, even, like, two white people are cast with, like, a really similar look and sometimes even, like, a nearly identical haircut. And, like, I mean, I'm sure I've talked with, like, friends and family members multiple times about, like, no, wait, that's two characters? Like, what? I assume he just went back to his room to get more, like, wooden chips or something.
You following me, kid?
I was going to make a telephone call. It's weird how much our...
Where did he get all those casino chips from?
His room. Are you kidding? Ahead. His room. Are you kidding? That's like the first thing I found in his room. Are you okay, dude?
Bergman said Don was scamming the casino using magnetism and fake chips.
Okay, so take the chips, you ding-dong. Are you kidding? Wait.
Don must be using these fraudulent chips to cheat in the casino.
So here's an interesting thought. This guy doesn't seem cool. So, like, it wouldn't surprise me if none women thought he was cool. Do you think it's just his bra that he left out on the bed? I don't know why I have this coffee.
Nope.
Because I was assuming it was his bra. I guess I'm streets behind, huh? And I'm at a loss here. Like, isn't the solution simply to take the casino chips? The fake chips?
Bergman said Don...
Like I said, he's a bad man. He could have stolen the bra. That's true. Or maybe he fabricated it, like his, like, counterfeit gambling chips.
Again, Arthur. How can I help you?
So you don't have any more information
I need to
this
go.
either.
All right.
Am I too smart or too dumb for the game, do you think?
All right, let's put everything on red.
I should pick...
Oh, that's the trick. I gotta wait for him to try to do his magnet. Do you think the fake bra is in the ledger? It's an interesting question. I mean, I have the ledger, so I don't think so. But there might be more than one.
I lost? How?
If I just, like, beat him back to his room, can I, like, take the chips?
Looks like Don is heading this way. I better get out of...
I guess somehow I have the right idea, but I think I'm still kind of... Oh, do I need to watch him paint them or something?
Casino. I'm supposed to be stealing from them. Yeah, no matter. Still got plenty of chips left. It should be enough to get my winnings back. And then some.
Maybe the fake bra is the friends we made along the way. Do you think that's possible?
The secret panel was right around here. Aha! Let's take a look. That's a lot of contraband.
It's a good thing we got such broad shoulders for such a large quantity of chips to put in our vest pockets.
Yoink!
Actually, it's a really shallow
That should
drawer.
be all of them.
I mean, isn't the next thing for him to do to simply... And then we leave the drawer open like a complete buffoon? Sure, whatever. It's fine. At this point? Okay, that's interesting. Skip this back.
Let's try this one more time.
And this time it doesn't have the timing element, which is
bad
weird.
luck, kid. Step away from the table, pronto. I ain't messing around no more. All on black.
Ah, never mind. At least you tried.
At least you tried. It's a really interesting
That's not
perspective
possible.
for gambling.
Excuse me. This damn watch must be on the fritz. At this rate, I'm gonna run out of chips. Wait a second. No, I've been robbed.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why do... The game doesn't let you close
So
the
this
drawer.
is what it feels like. Okay, Don. The jig is up, and I owe a lot of money. No need to panic.
But is it
Just
time
jump
to
off the next
picnic?
bend. Yeah, maybe cross at the border. Greetings, Mr. Donato.
Might we ask to have a friendly chat?
About your most recent gambling activities? Yeah, sure thing.
A most unscrupulous individual is gambling with counterfeit chips.
Fake chips? We suspect this individual has also taken a creative approach to magnetism.
An unsanctioned use of physical phenomena.
That's one way to describe it.
The capacity to attract and repulse forces between objects.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Then allow my associate to demonstrate.
I don't think the thing he's gonna do is magnetism. Wow, we should not be able to hear that from this far back in the train. That seems real bad.
Oh, not the face!
Finish Finish him!
I guess the house always wins.
Got him. Interesting. That's interesting. That feels like a weird... It's not a completely off-the-walls place to end the chapter, but like not what I was expecting.
I know you didn't have to help me, considering the circumstances.
I still have a responsibility to the estate, and Don was gambling estate funds.
Oh, quite right, quite right. One last thing. I believe the doctor was looking to speak with you.
Oh, that's an interesting change.
Indeed. I believe he's just about managed to pull himself together. You'll find him in Lady Unterwald's quarters. No doubt combing over her personal effects.
That's weird because nobody's supposed to be allowed in there,
All right.
but whatever.
I'll check up on him.
I'll be in the lounge if you need me.
Nico says that she genuinely thought the associate was about to pull out a little magnet to demonstrate magnetic fields. That would have been very good. Okay, this feels very LucasArts and not Sierra, so like we're probably cool to not have to save obsessively. Now that being said, I'm gonna probably continue to save obsessively. Let's speak to the fashionable woman.
Hello?
Diana Osterhagen. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance.
Lovely to meet you, Miss Osterhagen. I'm Arthur Ackerman.
It's a terrible shock about Lady Unterwald. That wasn't part of the plan.
Plan?
Still, I was surprised at the low turnout for her announcement.
Oh, well, I'm afraid Lady Unterwald was estranged from her family.
I heard her personal lawyer kept writing them out of the inheritance.
Well...
Listen, we shouldn't talk here.
We shouldn't?
I'm all for exchanging pleasantries, but there's too many eyes on us.
What are we doing?
Take this. Follow the instructions and meet me at the rendezvous. If we have business to discuss, we'll discuss it there.
A napkin? Is there something on my face? You said something about a plan?
Trust me, that napkin has everything you need.
I feel like if a woman gave me like a little puzzle to solve and then it led to a date, that would be like a really good time, but I'd probably like not be able to solve the puzzle. And also, to be clear, I think if something like this happened to me and I received that napkin, my response would also be, a napkin? Is there something on my face? Because I'm an idiot, is the crux of that. Psycho says, this protagonist reminds me of the fun fact that Zoro's official chest measurements are bigger than Tsunade from Naruto. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm not so knowledgeable about Naruto that I know who that is. But also, Zoro's chest measurements are just nonsense. I like that he's like one of the strongest like main cast characters and like has none superpowers, but like clearly does supernatural stuff. Nico says, Vasco, have you ever written on a piece of paper and given it to someone like Tech with instructions to meet him at the rendezvous? I feel like we haven't lived until we've done. I know, like now that like I've seen that this is like a thing you can do, it seems really exciting. I want to see what the instructions are.
I was sure Diana wrote something on this napkin, but it's blank.
Okay, so I need to cut the lemon and find a source of heat or literal fire. I mean, I can't cut the lemon with my wire, can I?
It's a harmless lemon.
It's a harmless lemon. Luckily, there aren't any notorious lemon thieves around here. I mean,
I think there's something here, but it's not quite legible.
I still think I need to find something to cut that. Napkins, tray of jewelry. So let me go talk to the other guy, I guess. As opposed to a harmful lemon? Yes, correct, Zacula.
It's the magnet I used to foil Don's scheme.
Nico says, I wish to eat the harmless lemon. Do you have thoughts on eating a harmful lemon? And if so, are those positive thoughts or negative thoughts? Oh, we've shuffled again. Perhaps soon we'll attend the vote at 13:30.
Doctor?
Arthur, thank you for coming.
Dr. Hirsch at your service. I'm Lady Unterwald's personal physician. Or at least, I was.
I'm sorry about Lady Unterwald, Dr. Hirsch.
It's Hirsch! H-I-R-S-C-H! Oh, they're not going to call me Dr. Hirsch, are they?
I'm sorry, buddy, they already are.
I can see the headlines already. The Doctor of Death who failed to save Lady Unterwald. There's nothing I could
you
have
wouldn't
done
want to eat a
without my
harmful
medical
lemon due to
briefcase.
the harm it would cause.
How can I help? What do you need?
She's not
With
wrong.
Herman gone, I need you to help me find some answers.
Answers?
Help me look around. Does anything look out of place?
Herman? Huh. He must have left. I knew I should have upgraded to the anti-gust model.
I'm afraid we must all come to live with our mistakes, Arthur.
Wait a minute. Is the typewriter not the correct model? Or something?
It's the Model 3 Whisper Note. Lady Unterwald.
No, that hasn't changed. Oh.
That's odd. Has this been moved recently?
The rug? I don't believe so.
It wasn't like Lady Unterwald to leave things out of place.
What a normal animation.
Aha! A hidden hatch.
But what's problematic
Good
is that someone has
heavens.
already interacted with it.
I wonder what's inside.
Careful, Arthur. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
I hope it explodes. Oh, these animations are so good.
Safe. Why would Lady Unterwald need to hide something like this?
In hindsight, Lady Unterwald was right to have trust issues.
The safe could hold the answers we're looking for, Arthur.
Or at least a large amount of currency.
But how do we get inside?
Maybe the napkin will tell me. Psycho says, can I take a moment to say how happy I am this video game isn't Rise of the Golden Idol? Zacula, are you more excited to be playing this than Slay the Spire, which was also not Rise of the Golden Idol? Psycho says, something to say to yourself, Zacula, when Vasco decides to replay Seance of Blake Manor. It's true, I did tell you they did an update at some point where they made a really minor adjustment to one character's ending, and I think we should replay through the entire game to get that. Also, Zacula, if you had to, like, quantify it, like, how much more do you like this game than Rise of the Golden Idol? So maybe we don't ever do that? But Zacula, they made a slight change to the ending. I mean, don't you want to see if the lady doing the seance actually lives this time? She's the character who gets the update. Let me first examine the locks and then ponder the save.
There are two locking mechanisms here.
Punch the licorice.
There's a combination lock. Looks like I'll need to put in a 6-digit number. And this looks like a listening device. Could this lock be voice activated?
That sounds interesting. Okay, right click does. Okay, understand. I see. Ponder?
The safe has two locking mechanisms.
Nico says, I would have an unnecessary colonoscopy before subjecting myself to Rain Code DLC. Now hold on, Neko. I have it on good authority that Rain is of good sound. Does that not mean that you would enjoy Rain Code, which is set in a city that always rains for plot critical reasons that are only extremely stupid?
How can I help, Arthur?
Was Lady Unterwald in poor health at all?
Oh, quite the opposite. Lady Unterwald was exceedingly spry for her age. She liked to keep me around in case of emergencies. But I didn't sign up for this.
Who would want to harm Lady Unterwald?
I think we both know Lady Unterwald made a fair few enemies with her eccentricities.
Go on.
If the lady felt someone was undeserving of her inheritance, she wouldn't hesitate to remove them from her will.
Oh dear. She did write out a cousin for chewing too loudly that one time.
When there's wealth, power, and influence to play for, nobody is without suspicion.
I guess this to answer your question about how much more excited I am, if Rise of the Golden Idol is being waterboarded, then playing this game is getting a 5-star spa treatment. Okay. So pretty close then, is what I gather from that. Demolition says, solely in terms of plot and narrative direction, was Raincode Master Detective Agency the worst game you've ever played? In terms of plot and narrative direction. I think both Nirvana Initiative and Zero Time Dilemma are worse, solely based on story. Like, I mean, at some point I do genuinely have to play through all the Zero Escape games on stream, so mainly just because I want you all to see how Zero Time Dilemma ends. Because if I told you, you'd probably believe me, but you wouldn't understand. On this scale, Zacula says that World's End Club is akin to a broken rib, and you have a head cold while it's healing. Let me think about that. I think I'm down for that. At least World's End Club has an extremely good ending, because we can all agree that the canonical ending is the one where everyone dies in a helicopter accident with like a meteor shower, just because like the writers of the game like literally couldn't think of another way to end a branch of the story that's not supposed to lead to the true ending of the game, and they're just like, what's like the dumbest thing we could have happen? Nico says, I think Raincode was worse than World's End Club. That's tough. They're both bad for similar but definitely distinct reasons. One thing I'll say about this game, which I am enjoying quite a bit so far, is like I do continue to think it's weird that we like ask every person we talk about if Lady Unterwald has like enemies, and everyone basically says yes and specifies none. And I get how that's true, but like it feels really unsatisfying, doesn't it? Never saw the entirety of World's End Club. That's about when I fell off from Twitch for 2 years. Well, see, that makes sense because you, at the time, you were watching World's End Club. So I can see why that happened when you put it that way. Yeah, Scooter saves Zacula.
Got any leads on whom the killer could be?
Anyone?
You had the lady's last will and testament, no? I was hoping you might be able to point us in the right direction.
Wasn't he around when I said that
Well, be quick about it, Mr. Ackerman.
wasn't going to happen?
There are plenty of dark tunnels on the route ahead.
Were you close enough to witness what happened?
I'm not yet able to determine a cause of death, if that's what you're asking.
Natural causes,
My working
surely.
hypothesis. The lady suffered a penetrating blow and died near instantaneously.
Do you have any hypotheses about the murder weapon?
Alas, I only got a brief look at the weapon before Lady Unterwald was carried away. As we didn't see anyone approach Lady Unterwald, she must have been struck from a distance.
You mentioned a missing briefcase?
That's right. It's been missing for some time, I'm afraid. It had all my clinical equipment and contained sensitive patient records.
That sounds like a clue to me. Do you suspect foul play?
No, we're not playing
I hadn't thought about
chicken police or whatever.
Do you remember where you last saw your briefcase?
Let's see. I was tending to someone who'd had one drink too many. There was a patient who'd suffered a hand injury. Yes, I took them both behind the red curtain in the casino. It could still be there.
So, what's behind the red curtain?
I'm afraid I can't say, Arthur. It's called a secret society for a reason.
Had you said
Wait,
that?
you're saying there's a secret society behind the curtain?
No. Nobody said anything about a secret society.
Like I remember that.
Oh, I've gone and put my foot in it again, haven't I?
Shh, secret society, chat. Don't ask about it or talk about it. Shh, secret.
About this secret society of yours.
That just has literally stopped scooter time and pulled up to the curb to express how shockingly disappointing Chicken Detective. It was really bad, right? Like, I'll admit that I don't think I was as excited about it as chat was, but like, I totally got why chat was like, this looks interesting. And then like, boy, that game sucked hard. Like, it wasn't, because of what I value out of a video game experience, it wasn't quite as much of an affront to me as these other games we're like teasing about from streams past, but like, that was a bad game. Whew. Echo offers Blacksad's writing was bad. Don't remember why. Don't want to remember why. Yeah, but like, it was like mediocre bad. Like, it thought it was like saying something clever and it really wasn't saying anything at all. And most of the characters were pretty bad. But it had what's-her-face in it. Catherine, man? Who's the lady who does Kate Walker and Jeremy from Code Lyoko? Catherine, man? I don't know why I can never remember it.
You said they're located behind a red curtain?
Arthur, stop digging for information. I'll never live it down if they discover I've revealed the location.
Do you think they could be behind Lady Unterwald's murder?
Of course not. That goes against their entire philosophy.
Which is...
Arthur,
secret.
Please, I cannot divulge that information here. I've already said too much on the matter.
It had Kate Walker. Yeah, she was like the like love interest for Blacksad. Who was like the daughter of the guy who died or something? I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember. I mainly just remember that like ridiculously bad graphical glitch that I think a lot of people have actually encountered. Cause like after I finished playing Blacksad, I watched the Mostly Walking crew do it, and like the same thing happened to them. Like, I think it's just like that whole scene is just straight busted.
I'd like to sign up. How do I become a member?
See, great adventure game protagonist instincts.
Come on! Are you saying you can't get me in?
It's not that easy. You'd need to know the handshake.
There's a secret handshake?
I want
Arthur,
that so
please,
bad.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Can you teach me the secret handshake?
Even if I could teach you the handshake, I'd likely be a pattern or two behind at this point. They are known to routinely change it.
What if I figured out the current pattern?
If you were to figure out a way to capture the current pattern, I'd be open to discussing it with the utmost discretion.
If I figure out the pattern, won't I just be able to do the handshake at that point?
That's all for now, Doc.
Very well.
Anything else I need to care about that's not obvious? I don't think so. I want her hearing horn so bad. Mainly just because I can't have it. You know how that's like. Oh.
Whew. That's quite the handshake.
Oh my God. There's a puzzle like this in Day of the Tentacle that's like really clever. The implementation doesn't feel like it makes sense here, but I love that I feel like the people who made this game must really like Day of the Tentacle. Like, there's not a lot of like overt references, but it feels so heavily inspired by it. What would I do to witness that? Why do I still, I guess, I guess these stolen chips are still a
the
resource,
Royce Express has been slipping in standards for some time now.
But to have vermin aboard the train, have things really got so bad?
I'm telling you, it was as big as a house cat.
Oh, how revolting.
I heard the lady took a tumble on stage during her big speech.
Oh my. I hope she's not too badly hurt.
Hard to tell. They're keeping it all hush-hush. I heard Lady Unterwald's bumbling attorney lost her will and testament.
Really?
It's a weird emphasis.
Awful.
It was quite a sight to behold, apparently.
He was chasing down the carriage after it.
I'm afraid the Royce Express...
But to have...
I'm telling you.
We've looped.
Good evening, hon. Do you have any winnings?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Great. How much do you want to exchange?
This many?
This many? Won't I get beat up for this?
Just a moment.
The expressions they make are also like really, really Day of the Tentacle-esque. I appreciate. So this is clearly like meant to indicate that like the concept of money is not an issue. Second says, I'm generally of the opinion that grown adults should be able to buy whatever they want, and prohibition is never an effective way of making anyone not do something. But I got a Baja Blast flavored vape today, and maybe this should not exist. Did I miss something? I feel like Baja Blast is like making some like insane marketing push. I just keep hearing about it in weird contexts. I've heard about it like 5 times this week, and like normally I don't hear about Baja Blast for like 7 months at a time or something. That streamer I mentioned earlier like went to some event and got like a pair of like Baja Blast like colored / themed like promotional sunglasses. And I have no idea why that's true. Wait, let me follow this guy. He's just standing there. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, boy. It's old clammy hands again. How low will you go? How high will you jump?
I don't understand.
Don't waste my time, kid.
If I touch the curtain, the guy will like stop his animation loop to leave. Never seen a Baja Blast, but I hear about it all the time from Americans. Well, I mean, it's surely a super American thing. By the way, I've had like Mountain Dew like maybe twice in my whole life. I've definitely never had any of the other variations of it, including Baja Blast. Is it good? Zaka says, I used to drink a ton of Mountain Dew in the early 20s, including Baja Blast, and stopped because I was trying to cut back on soda. Now every time I try and drink any Mountain Dew flavor, it gives me violently bad stomach ache. Is that exclusive to Mountain Dew? Are you conditioned now to just like not like any soda? I don't understand. I mean, I guess I'm glad that the animation cycle timed out such that I was able to like see that this waiter guy goes back there. For the moment, I'm guessing I can't actually do this. Like, I don't have the means to like capture the steps or whatever thing they said. But, like, I would love another shot at him like, going over to the curtain. Just to make sure. Oh, and now they've closed the cashier window. I guess I'm glad I tried that. I wouldn't think that the game would let me, but okay. Can have other soda, no issue. I don't mean kind of upset tummy, I mean actual pain in my guts. I mean, people do love to, like, dump on Mountain Dew for being, like, a gamer soda, and, like, as a result, like, something we shouldn't take seriously. But honestly, I've had so little of it, I don't really know if that's, like, remotely true.
It's too fast.
In what way would I capture that? I mean, does this world have video cameras? Do I need to do the same thing from Day of the Tentacle? Who's this guy? Oh, the artist. Now I can't even talk to these people. They're not real people. They're like not even real people or whatever, so the police said it's fine. Oh.
Donnie!
Ooh.
Those goons from the casino must have taken him away.
His tape recorder.
Oh. It's the recording device that Donnie was using to blackmail Bergman. Looks like I'll need another wire reel to record anything new. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Interesting that that one kicked me out of my inventory and the other one didn't.
It's a magnetized ball that Donnie was using to cheat at roulette.
How dare.
I'm sure Bergman will choose his words more carefully in the future.
He really did incriminate himself something fierce. I don't feel like there's anything else I need here. It's fine because I'm a Dr. Pepper boy now. I used to be really big into Dr. Pepper. And I have to tell you that, like, for a while I drank, like, I liked Dr. Pepper for a while, and then, like, I was trying to, like, I guess in effect I was trying to cut back on soda, even though I don't think I was, like, drinking, like, a ton at the time. But, like, I spent, like, a whole summer drinking, like, Diet Dr. Pepper, and I have to tell you, Diet Dr. Pepper is heinous. It's, like, really bad, but, like, I convinced myself it was, like, an acceptable alternative, and then I just, like,
The attorney has
I
returned.
haven't had a Dr. Pepper in a long time, because I just think of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Right now. Come back when we've cleaned up.
Okay, I'm going.
How flustered he is. Zachary says, try to cut back on soda again now, and I'm doing well. I've been trying to, like, lose weight for ages, and I think I think it's doing something, but, like, I just feel like I spend so much time trying to do it. It's really frustrating. But good on you for cut back on soda. That's like a for real victory. Didn't even mention it yesterday. God Bless is the best tasting soda ever made in the history of the planet. Better than all the other varieties of Mountain Dew.
I think I'll hang on. It's a steaming hot cup of coffee. It kind of burns.
It's really insane to think that it would still be hot after this amount of time. Ocean says, I personally only have soda when at restaurants, and even then, if it's a burger and fries kind. That's mostly true for me these days. In addition to that sort of thing, I will have like one tiny baby soda once a week. Normally. Maybe on rare occasions I'll have like a second one. But like I don't know if you've ever seen them. There's like, you know, normal like bottled sodas that like you'll get at various like convenience stores or whatever. I think those are 20 ounce. I don't know. But like I get like little tiny bottles from the grocery store. And I have like one of those a week. Now let's like when I go to like a fast food restaurant, I like tend to get too much soda there. So I'm not saying I'm like amazing, but like that's mainly the only time I do.
Hello. Hello again, Arthur. How can I help you?
You have any new information for me?
How are you going to fix the estate's finances?
I don't know if there's a quick fix for this one, Arthur. But with Donnie out of the picture, I can begin the work to set things right. Thanks again.
What can you tell me about, Lady Unterwald's hidden safe?
A hidden safe?
It came out of the floor, in her quarters.
Goodness. I'm afraid to say I didn't know about that. Would have made a much better hiding spot for my ledger in hindsight.
I disagree, since it would be very clear to her that
right.
you had done that.
Perhaps it's too soon for jokes on the matter.
Do you think Herman was right about the will?
That it would point the finger at Lady Unterwald's killer? I'm not sure. But I'd have thought you'd know better than anyone on that subject. You were.
I don't actually
her
read any of the
estate
paperwork I
attorney,
do.
after all.
Come on.
There were just so many amendments. It was hard to keep track. I should be...
All right.
My mom commends me on progress losing weight, which I appreciate. But also my mom is super biased to say nice things about me. Ooh, grab the microphone.
Nah. I think enough people have died on stage tonight.
Zing. I don't really understand what I'm doing right now.
I'll need another wire reel to record anything new.
Oh, I see. I misunderstood. I thought he was saying it like broke in the altercation, but I guess he's just saying he doesn't want to record over the incriminating recording for some curious reason. So I'm like, for sure not... Well, okay. I need a recording of her voice to open the save. Since the guy I have a recording of didn't know about the safe, there's no shot that his voice should open it. So what could I do in theory? If I could cut open the lemon and, like, either use the coffee as a sufficient source of heat that I don't think is correct, or get, like, a small open flame, I could do the classic invisible ink trick, right? If I got another recording reel, I could feasibly record something, but I don't have another source of the dead woman's voice to help open the safe. I could attempt to look for her 6-digit password, but I don't really have any leads on that. And I have one magnetic ball. I also have the secret handshake, which definitely seems like it's part of working out the safe. But I'm not currently sure what I would do to obtain that. What I would like to do is have some sense of what my direction is before I end the stream. I don't know how hard that's gonna be. Nope, I didn't mean to...
Oh, it's old... How low?
I'm a little confused.
Don't...
What did you do with Donnie Donato?
The casino cheat? He's been handled.
Oh, they got him.
Huh. That sounds ominous.
Trust me, I've got a system.
That's what they all say.
Oh, I'm feeling lucky.
You said that last time.
Who's the suit?
You better not be bad luck, mister.
Trust me, I've got a system.
That's what they all say.
Hyrule really don't have much to say, huh?
Nah,
really sure what I intend to do with Magnet Ball. I guess I can talk to the artist.
Hello again.
Ooh,
sorry
the
for your
artist!
loss.
He can draw things instantly!
I've lost everything.
You must have been very close.
No, it's not that. She owed me so much money. I was going to get paid after the speech.
Oh!
I feel bad for him. The animation is really good.
Your payment. Surely you had something agreed in writing.
Alas, our arrangement was but a delicate dance of words.
You didn't happen to have a recording of it.
Oui, but Lady Unterwald is no longer here to keep her word. Never again, monsieur.
I mean, I should hope not.
Did you see anything suspicious during the speech?
As you know, I capture every detail in the frame just as I see it. But the lights went out moments before we went through that tunnel. When we emerged, all I could see was that look of terror frozen on her face.
You didn't see anybody get close to Lady Unterwald?
If somebody approached Lady Unterwald with a weapon, I would have captured it.
This character is very funny to me.
Nobody moves faster than I can speed paint.
I like the way they're framing this, because, like, it's... I think the solution to this puzzle is, like, esoteric enough that there's a level of challenge to it, but, like, they definitely give you enough information to, like, he can decipher the handshake.
Who do you think would want to harm Lady Unterwald?
Isn't it obvious? A rival artist surely consumed by jealousy.
What?
They would stop at nothing to ruin my livelihood.
Okay, that's a really...
Someone's been threatening you?
Well, no, but it's a chilling thought.
Won't you have to find yourself a new muse?
First things first. Much like the greats before me, I shall channel my suffering into art. Only then can I begin the arduous task of finding myself a new muse.
New muse.
Are you interested in doing some work for hire?
Bravo, monsieur! I mean, I may be interested in taking on a small commission. For the right price, of course.
How many large sack of gold coins?
There is something I'd like you to help me with.
Ah, what is it that you wish to capture? The human condition?
Not exactly.
No.
I'll need to be paid in advance. And no, I don't work for exposure.
I really have no idea what time frame this is supposed to be set in, to be honest.
This commission, what would you take as payment?
I'll need an upfront cash payment. No checks, IOUs, or other empty promises?
Take care of you.
I bid you adieu.
This.
Would this bag of cash be enough for a commission?
Monsieur, I shall draw you like one of my French bulldogs.
Please don't.
Are you ready?
It was interesting. You don't even need to know.
Then let us begin.
If you just know that you could pay him money to do this, the game just sorts it out for you. That's really interesting.
Exaltation. What a big smile. Beautiful. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. Give me contemplation. I can see you're thinking very hard. For this next one, you're flabbergasted.
Make love to the canvas.
Oui. You've never looked more confused. Ah, pure perfection.
This is very good, I agree.
I feel rejuvenated. Thank you, Arthur.
I need to go smoke.
Don't mention it.
Because I am French and because of the implication.
Pierre managed to capture the handshakes in the background of these sketches. I should take them to Dr. Hirsch and see what he can tell me.
I can see the various handshakes in the background of these sketches. I'll still need some help to figure out the correct order.
Why? Why would you need help figuring out the order? Presumably he drew them in order and didn't briefly travel through time.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
No, I was just trying to click past you. I should go.
I should be...
All right.
It's a little unwieldy how long the train cars are. It's not like a huge deal, but like navigating's like a touch awkward.
How can I help, Arthur?
Here. I managed to capture the current handshake pattern.
You did?
I just need some help with the phrases.
Indeed. Let's take a little look, shall we?
Small puzzle? No, none puzzle.
How low will you go? How high will you jump?
Perhaps you'd settle for a simple fist bump?
Aren't your eyes open? Are you not wide awake?
If you think I'm still sleeping, you should give me a shake.
Gross.
You need to climb lightly. Be careful not to slip.
I assure you, these palms, they have a strong grip.
Are you watching closely? Did you see me make my move?
I've watched your dance of digits, and I handedly approve.
Here, I'll write it down for you.
Thanks.
I think if I can get this off without too much trouble, the idea is I will get behind the curtain and save there when we probably unlock a new environment. I messed up his animation loop somehow.
It's old clammy hands again. How low will you go? How high will you jump?
Perhaps you settle for a fist bump.
Perhaps you'd settle for a simple fist bump?
You need to climb lightly. Be careful not to slip.
We got a strong grip.
I assure you, these palms, they have a strong grip.
Are you watching closely? Did you see me make my move?
I've watched your dance of digits and I handedly approve.
I've watched your dance of digits and I handedly approve.
Aren't your eyes open?
It's weird that I give a thumbs up and he doesn't do anything. If you think I'm still sleeping, you should give me a shake.
If you think I'm still sleeping, you should give me a shake.
That's good.
Right this way, sir.
Zagio also handedly approves. I like that. It's a good little puzzle.
We've been expecting you for some time.
You have?
Another newbie? Which one is this?
The uninitiated one.
The who?
You know, the dummy.
What's going on here?
Come forth, my child.
Not exactly what I was expecting, to be honest.
Let us see what the future has in store for you.
You're going to read my palm?
One moment. Ah, yes. I see it now.
What do you see?
I
Slow
see
zoom.
a foul concoction. It will bring you closer to the truth. Beware the doppelganger, for they will be instrumental to your undoing. Unaware to all, a dangerous secret has been hatched. That which is lost must be found. 3 at odds must come together to break their chains. Good fortune will come to you, but at a great price.
Fascinating. What does it all mean?
Honestly, I have no idea.
What? Well, what good is that?
Look, I'm trying to see the visions of the future. The understanding part is a little trickier. I haven't mastered that yet. Anyway, I suppose an introduction is in order. Welcome to The Order of Idle Hands.
The what?
The Order of...
Yes, thank you, Brother Jared. We are the Order of Idle Hands, the guiding hand of the Unterwald Empire. We exist to protect Lady Unterwald and her
That
interests.
seems curious.
But, Lady Unterwald is dead.
Yes, well, things have admittedly gone a bit astray in the last few hours.
Look, there's no need
Can't
to
win 'em
rub
all.
it in, is there?
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Look, we've all had a very productive meeting.
And?
We feel we should probably defer to Lady Unterwald's final
my
wishes
God, I
on
love-
this.
The best way to do
Preposterous.
that will be to get a look at her last will and testament.
So much of the
You
like
mean
everyone just
the
wants
one that her
the
careless
will.
attorney lost?
Okay, now who's rubbing it in?
Now, I know tensions are high, but we need to keep our composure. Perhaps you could provide a status report on your efforts, Arthur.
I'm still working to get the last will and
C
testament
minus?
back. While I was looking, I discovered a hidden safe in Lady Unterwald's
Why would you tell
quarters.
people about this?
That's so.
I don't think we knew about that one, did we?
It's sealed shut, but with the right information, I think we could get it open.
Why would
It's
you tell people
possible that
about
Lady
this?
Unterwald kept a copy of her will inside that safe.
Oh, well, that is good news.
That would certainly save us the headache of coming up with a better plan.
Indeed, I think that wraps things up quite neatly then.
What do you mean?
All right, Arthur, just let us know when you've got that safe open and we'll take it from there.
But
Excellent work.
Perfect. I mean, I feel like we're extremely not close to opening the safe, but, you know, I've been wrong before. I say that's probably a good place to leave it. We've got some clear goals for next time. I must say, though, that I haven't decided... I don't know how long this game is. I don't know if it makes more sense to play it straight through or alternate with Cosmic Express. I kind of want to at least try a little Cosmic Express on stream soon. At some point in the near future, should start talking in earnest about games for Halloween. It's like 5 full weekends this year. To say handshaking, palm reading. It does seem like that's their specialty. The Order of the Idle Hands. They have hands on the brain. They have brain hands. Yeah, so we got, I mean, much like last year, we have a lot of Halloween time. Behind the whale in the head. Yes, of course, this is the we are about to wrap up the stream. Of course, it's no longer train time. It's time for Secret Squirtle. So perhaps I must change into a more appropriate hat. Yes, of course, we round out the streams here by playing a rousing game of Secret Squirtle. Among the plush friends on display in the room are hidden some number of Squirtles. And if you're able to locate a Squirtle by indicating where one could be found, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. As we contemplate our near future and think about this game, I encourage you to look around and see if you can find one. So I am curious, though, also, chat, what are your feelings on this game so far? It's not... There's a lot of talking in this game, and I can imagine it being off-putting to some people because, like, a lot of it is, like, flavor. Like, I like it, but, like, I don't know if it's something that appeals to everyone. Perfect, no. Fun, yes. I think that's fair. Like, it definitely has some flaws, but they're, like, pretty minor and, like, kind of subjective compared to, like, some alternatives. I've definitely been enjoying it. I mean, I'm really getting a kick out of the visual inspirations taken from Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle took some really big swings with its visual direction, and to be honest, when I first played it, wasn't in love with it. It was like a big departure from Maniac Mansion. It was like really some really strong choices, but like it's a really good game, and like it won me over really hard, and it's like one of my favorites of all time. And so like the fact that it like really lovingly taps into like that silly like cartoon action is really fun for me. Okay, but that's good. I mainly wanted to get a sense like I know there was a lot of coffee talk among other things, but I wasn't necessarily getting a sense that people were like super engaged with the story. I was just wanted to make sure that people didn't like secretly hate it or something. That it mostly occurs riding on a train. It's true. It gets off to a rough start where like it puts you on a train and then you're not on a train, but then you're on a train again, you know? And then like I can tell the world about the can eat more. In fairness, like a lot of the early story was like a little bit redundant, so like by the time the coffee talk was done, if you were paying attention, I honestly don't feel like you missed that much. I mean, basically like Lady Unterwald was killed under mysterious circumstances when the train went into a dark tunnel, and then everyone was like, well, surely the best clue to who would want to harm her is in the will, which we lost like really early in the game. We had it in a briefcase and we like opened a window and it just flew out of the train. And like it's implied that like it got stuck to like a window in a part of the train we can't access yet. So like, you know, presumably I think the idea is if we can solve the mysterious napkin meeting note, I think that's supposed to give us access to the room where the will was like last detected. So like I think that's like a big goal, and I don't know what comes from that. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. All right, let's gather some Squirtle guesses. So behind whale and hat, train, Carlos, wheel with hat. Is there another one? Did you have one, Demolition? Do you want one? Do you want to guess? You guys try. Oh, did I miss? I must have missed that. Okay. Let's go and see. Well, we shall start here where I don't have to get up. It's one of my favorite places to start. Behind our whale in a hat. Unfortunately, not a Squirtle. We've got the bluebird. This is one of the McDonald's tiny Squishmallow friends. Bird. It kind of doesn't want to sit upright. I don't know. I feel like the older I get, the more the Squishmallows don't want to stand up. I don't think that's a correct correlation, but it seems true nonetheless. Let's see what else we've got. We got Carlos. No Squirtle this time. He's got one of our spooky friends hanging out from last night's Halloween in July spectacular. Also had guest behind the train. He kind of fell down during the stream. I had Groot, who was propped up by Owen Sandshrew. Stand. Am I forgetting one of our guesses? Well, obviously, we haven't been able to locate a Squirtle, which means that it would be difficult to guess what the theme is. Flareon, because cute. Let's see what's going on behind Flareon. Flareon, obviously large and majestic. Sitting atop the Flareon is big old Vulpix. And propping that Vulpix up is an even larger Squirtle. Squirtle behind Coffee. No, I'm afraid we have another spooky friend. It's Gengar. Did a good job of guessing where the Squirtle wasn't. It's true. There's a rough amount of Squirtles that I try to put out, plus or minus some. So the theme was big ears, which is basically ears large enough to be depicted in visible fashion. So like rabbit or like moon cat, or I mean, to be frank, almost every other one that wasn't guessed. I mean, Charlie Brown with hat and also Halloween Spider also do not have visible ears. But we've got our mice, and we have Snoopy and Teddy Ursa all have them, in addition to the small ones I revealed here, and of course, Flareon. Why don't trains have ears? It's a good question, but I didn't invent them, so I wouldn't be the one to ask. Looks like the Squirtles were being extra secretive this time, which just means that there's more opportunity to find them next week when we return with more train games. I'll see if I can get a sense of whether people want to play through on Locomotive directly. I don't know how long this game, I don't know how many chapters it has or whatever. And I don't know. I do want to play at least a little Cosmic Express. I don't know how long that one is, or if puzzle games are necessarily well suited to playing them all the way through on stream. But we're having a good time. You're late. I mean, we're toward the end of the stream, but it's good to see you, Cotillion. Good to have you stop in. And of course, maintain your disgustingly long stream streak that I don't understand how it's humanly possible. But yeah, we enjoyed a little bit of train game, and we'll be back with more train games next weekend. Did someone say birthday? I suppose they might have at some point. Gotta sneak it in. Well, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I've had a great time with this. The style is good. The humor is pretty good. It's not like a bunch of hits per minute, but I feel like, I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and remember that you are clawsome.